We're in first place in the frickin' Idiot League.
The Idiots Talk Sports Show. Sports talk. Funny and uncensored.
All right. Thank you for watching. We are the Idiots Talk Sports, also known as Tits. I am Chance Del Fuego. With me is Drunk Tim. And, of course, with us is our special guest, Big Paul. Big Paul is in the house. And we're filming here. We're filming at On the Border Studios here in Oklahoma City. And we already have breaking news. Breaking news already in. We just started the damn show, and we've already got breaking news. Now, if you've been keeping up with the show, you know that at the beginning of the year, we did resolutions and stuff like that. Well, Drunk Tim had a very special New Year's resolution for 2019. We can now officially say he has achieved his resolution.
Twice.
Woo! Twice in 2019. Now you may be asking, I haven't been keeping up. I haven't been watching the show. What is Drunk Tim's resolution? It was to get laid,
Yes.
to get that dick wet. El sloppy slop, el capitan, el and kapow! How you like me now?
Unfortunately, there was no
Yeah,
both times, but
yeah. Drunk Tim has
so we
officially
need-
got
wait,
with.
what?
This was after the second one. He had a soccer commentator there, and
She was really weirded out by it, but I told her, I was like,
hey,
that guy in the corner, he's cool. Like, he's with me.
and she's like, "I'm not done, you dick." And you're like, "I already scored my goal."
Bye, lady. Tim wins. Tim wins.
So
He scores.
yes, it happens.
what he
It
said,
happened
Tim
just
wins.
like that, actually. Yeah, that was very good.
Yeah, when translated, that means Tim wins.
Tim wins.
I'm sure there is a level of too much detail that we could go into, but I'm also sure
Right.
that there's some details or at least some information we'd all like to know.
Such as?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm so in shock. And I want to
Okay.
ask the right questions. I didn't
Let-
get a chance to prepare my questions.
let
you
me-
know?
let me
I didn't
preface-
Anderson Cooper this.
Let me lay a quick foundation. Now, when we started this, when we began this resolution, we went as far as this was such a big deal. We went as far as creating a Tinder account for Drunk Tim. We even had moments on the show where we talked to females and tried to get it done that way. We tried to give that help. We tried to, try to lift the brother up, lift the cock into the pit, so to speak.
But see, that wasn't as good of a vessel as just me going out and being me.
Okay, so how did it happen then? That's the first
Yeah,
question.
no, for real.
Meeting both of these ladies at the bar.
Wait a minute, but you were being you?
Yeah. Not too much.
I call bullshit. All right, so I'm just kidding. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I met both ladies at the bar. Unfortunately, my form of whiskey dick is not where I'm limp or whatever. Mine is I could go all night and not achieve greatness.
Okay,
Okay.
I see.
Which
Did
is
that
why it
happen
took
both
it-
times?
which is-
Yeah.
That happened both times?
I haven't jizzed in a woman in years.
Does that even count then?
Yes, I still fucked her.
Oh my god. I don't know if that counts.
It totally does.
All right.
Well, all right. Didn't have that info before that story.
I'm not a virgin 2019.
I almost feel like we should put a poll question out there. Like, does it count? It counts. It counts.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring my confidence up a little bit.
Absolutely.
What if it's just
the dick
the tip?
has gone in the rabbit hole?
What if it just slipped in the tip?
Like, oops, I'm sorry.
Does that count?
No, got to go full shaft.
Full shaft.
Oh, what if you don't go full shaft, but you go 95%?
Yeah, like you're flying the TIE Fighter into the Death Star.
You mean the X-wing, and I'm looking,
Oh yeah, the X-wing.
I'm looking for the little hole to shoot my proton torpedo.
That's
into.
right. When you shoot the proton torpedo, you could save the rebellion, right? So it's all coming down to your little squirt shot.
My little
Okay, so
I did not use the Force.
You're at that bar every night, right? What was
Not anymore.
Not lately, but he has been.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what was the magic that did it this time?
Just
Fresh blood?
same old, same old. No, the first chick I had seen up there before, and I thought she was cute. She'd always make out with Plan E.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So another female.
Yeah, so I had met this new friend of mine, and this lady that he's dating, and so she had come and sat next to me. It was her, and then me, and then my
So
new
you were at
friend.
the main table. You weren't
No, I
withdrawn
was,
in the corner.
I was in my corner
Oh, you were in the corner.
at the bar.
Man.
That's surprising that worked out then.
Well, I guess she's kind of like a wallflower too, a little bit. So
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Are you being a wallflower back there?
yeah, but I'm
You're not the wallflower
I'm
type.
I'm people watching.
Okay. Oh, you explained that to me. Yeah.
Well, and that's a great place. You've been there. It's a great
Yeah.
place to people watch.
Oh yeah,
That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
You see some characters
Right.
in that room.
It is interesting.
It's a small room. It's not really a big place. So.
Did you get both times? Was it the same?
Well, she had started acting jealous as fuck because I was
Wait a minute.
talking to the
First one. Okay.
First one, she was getting jealous as fuck because I was talking to my new friend and his lady and everything like that. And like he even told me, he's like, man, she's all getting jelly and stuff because you're not spending this whole time just conversating with her.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that you would have that as a problem this year?
Hey,
Which
two
one?
different people, same month.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a good problem to have.
No,
isn't it?
it's full on congratulations.
But in
full
January,
on achievement.
in January, did you think that you would be having that problem? Like, okay, in April, by the way, you're going to have one chick that you banged that's going to be jealous of another chick that you're talking to?
No, she's jealous of
Just
my
his
guy
friend,
friend.
the guy friend.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So had to cut ties and move on to number two.
But the number two, that one's more interesting. The first one, we're not going to go into much of that because that was a little worrisome. But anyway, the second one, however, the second one.
Go ahead.
The second one, however, is
Call her H.
for one thing. The second one, I broke a record of age difference. This is the biggest age difference that I've ever had sex with. She is 40. She
Was
is
she a
46.
golden girl? Oh no.
Oh,
not
the other
46.
way.
Yeah, she's
the other way.
46.
She's what?
46.
Oh, she's older.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Can we get some plates too, please? If you get a chance.
So
But-
she was on the Golden Girls cast.
So-
No, 46 is not golden girls.
No, she was
Good.
I think she was really cute. She
Yeah.
was sitting up at the bar, kind of by herself, and I went up there to get a beer and everything, and I was like, "Well, hey, darling, how are you doing?" And we started talking, and I had crazy fucking confidence.
Do you
a
use
lot
the
of this
word
because
darling?
of this?
He uses
Yeah.
the word darling a lot.
It's endearing. I love
Okay.
it. I'm Southern. I'm Okie. Come on.
No, I'm not judging. Well, not out
I've
loud.
been doing that for a while, by the way.
Okay.
Anyway, so I had stupid confidence that day, that night, and I at one point I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I kiss you right now?" She was like, "Sure." So
Was
start-
confidence a factor in both cases?
No, not so much the first one.
Okay.
The second one, yeah. But anyway, so
Well, after
We-
the first one,
yeah. Well, no, actually, it wasn't even
Dude,
because
once
of
you
that.
pop the cherry on the first one, man, there's like a vibe. I feel like there's like I don't know. It's
you
like
pick-
they could smell it.
Like when you break $100 bill.
They
They
can
can
smell it.
It's like blood in the water.
Seriously, they
Are
could
you-
just smell it.
Are you also picking up even accidentally stuff from the Hoe Whisperer?
No, fuck no.
Okay.
No, he doesn't mean like disease-wise, but like
No. Well, and that's,
Tips.
that's a reason right there to stay the fuck away from anything that he's had anything to do with.
Right.
But anyway.
But there's some good things
I
I'm
mean,
sure
if
he
that's
If-
another episode, I'm
if
sure.
we're being-
Allegedly.
if we're being wise here, that's a wise decision. Like, oh, you've been with her? Okay. Hands off.
That's not what I mean, though. I mean,
Right.
He
the
means, like,
confidence,
tips.
the...
No.
From the
none of
show
it.
that we do on the side where he helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of that. None of
Okay,
that. No.
because
help.
we're around him all the time. Like we don't even have to do a show. You don't have to watch that show. You're just around him a lot. You know?
Right, that's,
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
even
no.
accidentally, just being around him, he starts acting confident, you start acting more confident, that kind of
The
stuff
mule
happens.
gets wore out.
Right.
No, but actually, a lot of this confidence is from my new friend that I met. That's like always building me up and like making me, giving me lots of thought processes that make me feel like, you know what, Tim, you deserve to have some pussy.
Doggone it, people like me.
Yes.
Okay, so you have somebody building your confidence
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
that's not Jose.
That is not Jose.
Okay, because Jose does not do that for you?
No.
Okay.
Not even if there was a fire.
No confidence in a fire.
There's a fireman, but you still can't get pussy under these conditions.
This place is on fire, but I don't believe in you that you can even get out of this situation. Well,
These are her last moments in life, and she still won't fuck you.
God, where's my animal instincts when I need them?
We're on a deserted island with all women and just
Whoa.
you, Tim. You can't do it.
Well, let me help you out here. You don't have those instincts.
He's
Oh,
like-
well, shit. I might as well just stay here and die then.
He's like, don't worry, Timothy. These women are all mine.
Okay.
Okay, no what?
Oh my God.
Okay, so no, this will be something that I think Special K will even want to know about this.
Oh boy.
There we go.
So, apparently this 46-year-old wall man is like, she's a pot smoker. So,
All right.
she ends up,
Less
she's wanting
common,
to,
or
we
more
do a
common.
little more making out at the bar. But, and this is after you had left that night. Of course, you bitched
A lot of
there.
things. A lot of things happen after I leave. It seems
Yeah.
like.
You ought to maybe not leave.
No, it's for the best.
But,
At some point.
so anyway, so after doing a little bit more making out with her and everything like that,
Yeah.
Oh, she kept on telling me that night she really loves my voice, and of course, just like a lot of people, most people fucking hate their voice, especially when they are listening to it on,
Anything.
recordings or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
just take the, come on.
stop getting in the way of the camera.
Good Lord, man.
But anyway, so we go out to the back where everyone goes to do their pot smoking. And so we smoke a little bit, and she's getting a little paranoid because, she's wanting me to.
Smoking pot.
No, she's wanting. No.
Side effects.
This is not a place to be paranoid about that. But she's
Okay.
worried because she said there's a camera over in one corner. So she's really into the idea of me fingering her. So she comes over and sits. So she sits on my left leg right here. So she's facing this way. So that way I can go through the back door. And
Isn't there another fingering story from that same area?
oh
Different
yeah,
people.
fingers.
What is that? Like the finger area? Like what in the world, man? Is there a sign? I haven't seen it.
Well, no,
You've been there. You didn't see it.
The problem is
I
there
didn't get
is no
fingered.
sign, and
Like
that's
there's a
why
sign.
it happens.
Fingering happens here. And you're
Fingering
like,
prohibited.
There's a
hey,
fingering.
hello,
leg.
my lady.
If I had known, I would have.
Would you like to?
If I had known, I would have dropped trowel and waited around. Somebody finger
Next
me.
time I go there, that's what I'm going to do.
that
I'm
like
going
a
to make
finger me?
I'm going to make my own little handmade sign. I'm going to make my own handmade sign and say fingering happens here.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Because I think it's truth.
At least twice that we know of, that for a fact that we know of, it's happened twice.
I bet you if you get a sign to put that up, the bar does not take it down.
So I wouldn't be surprised at
I'll
all.
make it professional.
Great penmanship. But no, so yeah, so like I do a lot of stuff from the show
Look
How
at
I Met
all
Your
those
Mother.
fucking kids.
So I
God
do a lot
damn.
of shit
Sorry.
from How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
And so there's a bit on there where they do the naked man.
Yes.
And they say, it's guaranteed 2 out of 3 times it works.
Yes, I remember that episode.
2 out of 3 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the naked man?
Yes.
Okay, so like you go to a woman's place or whatever.
You go on a date, you don't think it's going great, but you're going for the home run.
Yeah, that's the like last ditch resort
It's
or
the
whatever.
last ditch. She leaves the room to
go to the bathroom.
Fill in the blank. So while she's gone, you get completely nude and wait for her to come back into the room.
And you can do like
That's the naked
Captain,
restaurant?
you can do the Captain Morgan stance or whatever.
Yeah. They even tried different stances. And then they say that in the show. Of
Oh,
course,
and the
they say it works.
Heisman. Yeah, The Heisman.
They're on the phone with each other at the same time on that one episode. Anyway, so 2 out of 3 times it works.
So
That's
I'm
what the
think-
show says.
so-
That's a Me
maybe-
Too movement thing right there.
Me Too movement.
Hashtag naked man.
So I figure maybe we could do that outside the back of the bar. Is do the naked man.
Yeah, but you got to be afraid of who's walking out that back door.
Yeah, you might
Yeah.
get a dude.
Jose's gonna be like.
You can get a whole lot of anything.
Yeah,
Jose's
you
gonna
never
be
know.
like, how's it going, Tim? Like,
Yeah, Jose may be like, hey, I didn't know that you were a swinger. Yeah, I'm a what? A swinger. Are you a swinger, man? Because I've been waiting for a swinger, man.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Now,
so
we're better,
you-
now we
you-
can be good friends.
You might want to know what happens whenever we finally decide that we're going to her place.
Oh, let's hear it.
And so we get to her place, and I'm terrified as shit because, she, for all I know, she's a little fucking nutty. I mean, they're all a little fucking nutty, aren't they? But
There's always a little risk involved.
so
yeah.
I go in and look at her movies, a lot of cool movies. I'm like, okay, she might not be a serial killer. So anyways, we get down to brass tacks, and I suck on her.
No. Hold your questions, please.
Based on the movies?
Yeah, that's a good way. Or you
The
look
entire entire show will be about this story if we keep asking questions.
Yeah.
in between.
You're right. It's just,
Anyway, so sucking her pussy, like she has really nice titties. And
Okay.
she's got like barbs or what barbells or whatever through her nipples.
Oh, accessories.
But but they're like ones that I've never seen before. They've got like skulls on them and shit.
Okay.
Which was a little worrisome, but I was like, I don't give a shit. Those are some nice tits. And so then we go into her bedroom, and she's like, hey, we're good and stuff because my daughter's gone for the night.
Cha-ching.
I was like, I guess.
I wasn't worried about that previously, but thanks.
Yeah.
Well, you're 46 for God's sakes. There's got to be a kid somewhere.
I mean, I met.
Could be grown and out, but
yeah.
still.
20 plus.
Yeah, that's what I think.
never
Her
know.
daughter probably
Where
is in
your
her
daughter? How old
20s.
is your daughter?
I was about to say, hey, you cute.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. Would I have a problem going the other way on AIM?
There's about to go on
Would I
Playboy.
recognize this person in the bar? As much
Probably
as
not.
I've been there.
No.
Okay.
Really?
But anyway, so we go into her bedroom and we start. I get Dickety Flickety, and I don't know where that came
What
from.
does that mean? All right.
And Dickety Flickety.
Hashtag.
But anyway, so I'm on top of her, and she goes and slaps the shit out of my face.
Nice.
All right.
Did that make you go harder, or what did that do?
No, that slowed my progress down.
Oh, dude.
And then of course
Gotta get fired up
I
as a
showed
man.
y'all earlier before the show.
Once you get that slap to the face, dude, it's on. You're like, boom, by the neck, and you just start go. Not that I've ever.
I
Anyway,
mean,
That movie.
you're asking for a friend.
for a friend, I'm just
Yeah.
saying you have to one up that.
Yes.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
theory.
It sound like. Yeah, I think that must be the expectation. I honestly, this is where that's in a realm I've never been in.
Me neither. I've never been
Me
slapped
neither.
during sex.
Really?
No, me neither.
No.
But I think that's the expectation. Gotta be.
I think so too. I think once all bets are off, man. Once that begins, it's like, oh shit, it's go time. Because
This
damn.
is scary territory you're going into. By the way,
Yes. Oh,
This is
the
that-
Heartbreak Kid.
wait.
Huh?
The Heartbreak
I
Kid.
was just about to say
Yeah.
that. I was just about to say that.
what is the Heartbreak
Like,
Kid?
Because she's like,
Ben
"Fuck me
Stiller.
like a black guy.
Cock me.
Yeah.
Cock me.
With Ben
Are
Stiller.
you-
I think I am.
Yeah, they go on their honeymoon, and
Don't be a
he's just
pussy.
like, he's freaked out by her. It turns out she's a freak, you know. But that's a funny movie.
She goes into the bathroom afterwards or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like in the corner, like rocking. But she goes into the bathroom and everything, and you just hear a big.
Yeah.
And she goes, "That's not what you think it was."
Yeah, it was a queef.
Yeah. I just queef like.
Like that's supposed to be better.
Yeah.
That's not what you think it is. You should have just left it at what I thought it was.
All right,
no.
that's a great story, though.
It is.
Good, congratulations to you,
And
bro.
congratulations.
Well done.
We are going to have to move on. We are the Idiots Talk Sports and Sex, also known as Tits. And coming up, just in case you're like, I don't think you all talk sports, but coming up, we're going to talk some NBA playoffs. We're going to talk about the demise, unfortunately, of the Oklahoma City Thunder and just ramifications and what's going on now in the playoffs. We're going to talk about the NFL draft, which has been going on this weekend. And also, what does it take to get fired from Uber? We'll talk about that here in a moment. But I want to also mention that we'll talk a little bit later, but we have a new sponsor. They are Ball Barber 3000. If you haven't heard of them, we'll talk a little bit later today. We'll make you love them. Ball Barber 3000.
This is a great venue for these startup companies. You know?
Absolutely. We're the right place. They're great sponsors, and I could just see them taking off. And we'll also have some more What Could Go Wrong videos. And, of course, we will play some Dirty Dictionary. And, God, there's just so much. And we're going to have some sports trivia, and somebody may be getting a shock collar around his neck. Maybe, maybe not. So, anyway, with that said...
Well, if I know you guys, I'm sure that's not a maybe.
He's
Anyways.
right. So,
You dick.
so let's get after it. Let's get started. What do you think you would have to do to get fired for Uber?
Well, let's see. Is anything you're doing recorded?
No.
We're recording, right? Oh, you mean during Uber?
Yeah.
Not really,
Only
no.
if you
Unless
record it.
some people choose to. Some people put on a dash cam and record things.
Okay.
And that has come to help some
Yeah, it's a
drivers
good
in the
idea.
past, by the way.
You'd have to.
Especially with all
I mean,
this shit
some of
going
the typical things like violence,
Yeah.
sex.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're not now in the call them the bylaws or the rules or whatever. You are not allowed to have sex with your passengers. By the way,
That's in there.
They do tell you
it is
that.
in there now. Yeah, I guess that was a problem apparently. Well, and I'm not gonna bring this story up because again we got so much shit. But Tim and I know of a story where there was an opportunity once, and that was a no-go back in Norman, College Town.
Oh.
That'll be another story for
crazy
another day.
shit.
Maybe that's just another sideshow. I don't know.
Kidnapping.
But let me tell you,
Kidnapping.
Maybe.
Well, I mean,
guy.
you think about it. You get them in your car.
well,
You could not drive to the destination. Legally speaking, I think that could be qualified as kidnapping. Like, let's say that you wanted to make a stop
yeah,
on the way. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take you where you're going, but I'm gonna stop at the liquor store on the way. Technically speaking, that could be considered kidnapping.
yeah,
Yeah.
you went too far with your passenger.
Well, that's just like if you get caught peeing in public, you are now a sex offender for life.
Right.
Well, here we go. Jefferson Roger Maciel out of Brazil
Of course.
has been fired from Uber for killing a guy.
You know, I forgot to include that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did say violence.
Right.
So,
It may have not been very violent, though. It may have just been like,
now, how is this?
Here, drink this.
Yeah, hey, how you doing? Yeah, roofie time.
smells like Clorox. It's fine. It's fine.
It'll clean you out.
Yeah, how's this chloroform smell? What flavor is that?
Ooh, strawberry. Oh.
Well, he gone. So, why bring it up on the show? Well,
won't
I
make it
drive.
next year.
Hey, I drive for Uber and Lyft. I don't know.
In
whatever.
Canada, apparently.
In Canada, and the guy he killed was a former UFC fighter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
former.
impressive. Like, actually, it's embarrassing. Like, if you're a former UFC fighter and the Uber driver kills you, that's some bullshit. That's the way I look at it. And
Really,
his name is
nobody-
Rodrigo de Lima.
Nobody should kill you. If you're a former UFC fighter, nobody should kill you without a weapon. So hopefully this guy at least had a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure this guy didn't
He was
choke him to
he
death.
was a passenger in an Uber in Belém, Brazil, with friends when he allegedly got into a verbal altercation with the driver. The driver reportedly kicked Rodrigo out of the car, and despite initially driving away from the scene, decided, "Hey, I'm going to turn around," and smashed into Rodrigo from behind.
He ran him over?
That's how he did it.
Wow.
Yeah. Rodrigo died from the injuries he is survived by. This is the sad part, of course, why he's survived by a wife and 2 kids. So Uber comes out and says, "Hey, just to let you all know, we fired that guy."
Like they would have to. He's going to be
Yeah.
in prison. There's no Uber in prison.
You wonder if some things actually need to be said. Sometimes,
Well-
like, yeah, I know you killed a guy, but we're talking about whether you should keep a. And technically, as an Uber driver, it's not really a job, but in a way, but it's like you're a subcontractor for a company. Is the way it is.
Yeah.
Is that in the terms of service, killing people?
Yeah. Now on Monday.
Do not roll over their head
On
with your
Monday,
car.
cops said they were still searching for the driver. So he's fired. He just doesn't know it yet, unless he checked the app. But if
Unless
he
he
checked
checked
the
the
app,
app.
they know where he is. I don't know.
Fucking
Anyway,
sign into Uber like, all right, well, I think I could make some money today.
Now,
He's like, fuck that, I work for Lyft now.
now DeLima, that's right. DeLima was 9-3-1. That was his record as a UFC fighter. And he even earned the name Monstro, which in Spanish means monster.
Yeah.
Due to his fighting style. But apparently the car was above his weight class. And why? Why did
Nice.
these thoughts go through my head?
Nice. Nice. Respect.
But that's why. That's why you fight in your own weight class, apparently.
Yeah.
yeah, half ton is just not.
Half ton is its own,
Unless it was a Dodge Colt.
but that's terrible.
One of those smart cars.
You and me, Dodge Colt, or Dodge Dart. You and me in the octagon. We're gonna get okay.
That's wrestlers. That's
Yeah, I know, but still, they wrestle in the UFC.
Yeah, they
that's
do.
part of the
Wrestle
mixed
a
martial
fucking
art.
Dodge Colt, you pussies.
Yeah, beat that shit. Man versus machine.
versus
Oh, John
machine.
Henry. Oh, John Henry. Why did it take me back to John Henry? Okay.
the
Because he was wrestling the...
He was going up against the machine, working on the railroad tracks.
Right. It was
Racist
fitting.
bastards.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Okay.
I don't speak Canadian, so I don't know what that is.
It's not racist, that's a historical.
It is historical.
Yeah, fuck people from other countries.
That was here.
That's a goal. That should be like on a bucket list. Or a bucket
Next
list.
year's resolution.
Well, Barney Stinson,
2020.
How many
Barney
bars?
Stinson has his big map and everything, and he's got
Every
pins on.
now every country would be very, very difficult. That's a lot of countries, but at least every continent. What do you think?
Yeah.
yeah, at least
7.
one from every continent.
You got North America.
Those poor penguins down in Antarctica.
You're gonna get fucked.
Danny
the
DeVito, where are
little
you?
happy feet comes over, like happy feet. Like, oh yeah, you're about to not be
Is it
happy.
the Robin Williams happy feet? He's like, look, I'm a penguin. Look, oh, frozen tundra. Oh, look at me, I'm an ice cube. Don't be happy, Mr. Happy. Don't be.
But
That's
then,
not
but then he
bad.
goes into the sequence where he's like, "Oh yeah, now I've turned into a cool penguin." Really? Anyway,
He gets all Barry White on it.
Oh, I'm gonna turn your
when
tuxedo
you see the
inside
Northern
out.
Star Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Never saw the second Happy Feet, but
Did you not?
I like the first.
The
one.
first one was great. I liked it.
Maybe the second one didn't have Robin Williams in it.
Yeah.
It's like the Aladdin movies, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm really looking
It's
forward to
oh,
the
look,
live action.
I'm a genie. Look, don't be afraid, Mr. Happy. Look, over here. Go back.
Nanu,
Back,
nanu.
child. Nanu. Okay. And then the next one's like, it's a generic version of Robin Williams.
Yes.
Who's watching that? Nobody.
Nobody. Not a damn soul.
What was that like? Something Jafar or Jafar's Revenge?
The Return of
The Return
Jafar's.
of Jafar. Yeah.
Yeah. We're like, we don't give a fuck about Jafar.
No. Yeah.
But it still had Gilbert Godfrey doing the parrot.
That was about the most notable, yeah. Yeah. It was a whole new world.
I'm really tired of sitting on people's shoulders.
Okay. That's about as,
That's not.
You know me and voices, so.
That's a hard one to do.
All right, so we are the Idiots Talk Sports, also known as TITS. We are brought to you in part by, I mentioned them earlier, we're brought to you in part by Ball Barber 3000. Let me tell you about this wonderful new company. You have a great barber. You have a beard trimmer. You have an ear and nose trimmer. But how do your balls look? Sorry, but your barber ain't going there. Does it look like ZZ Top is touring down there? Has your sack gone Big Lebowski? Well, does your undercarriage look like it's about to send a group of hobbits on an epic journey? Then you need the Ball Barber 3000. With the Ball Barber 3000, maintaining your luggage has never been easier. It slices, it dices, it cuts your ball hair. The Ball Barber stands about 2 feet tall. All you do is drop trowel and simply dip your testicles into the guarded cup on top.
You teabag it.
Yes.
Okay.
The Ball Barber 3000 does all of the work. The Ball Barber 3000 has over 20, count it, 20 rotating blades, giving your sack... It's like some death trap from Indiana Jones.
Fucking Venus flytrap.
Giving your sack a beautiful, consistent, close shave every time. The Ball Barber 3000. Your personal barber for your personal space.
It's like having baby balls.
How awesome is that?
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder how close the shave is.
With 20 blades?
Yeah.
Well, you know how like whenever a guy shaves his face, his lady will like rub her face up against his face to see how soft it is. So, same principle.
Yeah, you're like.
But I'm trying to imagine.
Smooth.
I wish we had a picture of it because I'm trying to imagine like. This is what I'm picturing. Is like. Weird.
If it makes that noise, you might want to play some Indiana Jones music just to nod. Dun, 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 dun.
Indy, cover your cock.
So
I don't have to cover my heart.
So essentially, you're kind of doing
you're straddling
You're,
it.
you're dipping.
Dipping it.
You're dipping it, but not too far.
Okay.
So you got to get an idea, right?
Well, see, at first I thought you were going to say something like it's like wax or something you're dipping into, but no, the 20 blades. That's
What's wrong with you? That would be painful.
Well, that just like with regular shavers, they're always adding more and more blades.
Yeah.
I saw one the other day, fucking 6 blades now.
Well, this has got 20.
Fucking 20.
Yeah.
That ought to do
There
the
will
job.
not be a hair left standing
I don't
after
know.
20 blades.
I don't know if there's going to be any balls left standing after that, but
I mean, I would hope that they. I hope that the guard on there is.
the guard.
It sounds pretty trustworthy. I mean, I'm a believer.
I mean, you're also getting paid
I wonder if
to
they have-
say that too. If
do they have an-
I'm a believer.
I'm
they
not
have
getting
an-
a cent of that. Which
Yeah.
is, by the way, why I don't have any problem asking questions. But
Yeah.
Do they
when I
have
started
an-
seeing,
You're not supposed to question the sponsor, but yeah.
Well, so they've got to have.
They know what they're doing.
Well, let me help them upsell. Actually, if
Yeah.
they don't already have it, do they have an aftershave?
That I don't know. Maybe they'll promote that, like on the next time around or
Yeah.
something like that.
what you're talking about, I'm imagining is old Jetson style. Like you just walk in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get the old slap. That's a good area for that to be going on.
Hey. Too soon.
Oh yeah.
I've got more questions about that after the show.
Yes.
By the way.
And if you do, don't be afraid to send comments, questions, faces, because this will be posting.
I didn't get an O face.
This show will be posting on different mediums. We're going to have it on Facebook. We're going to have it on YouTube. We've got a podcast that you can listen to on
Apparently
Anchor.
you porn.
No you porn yet.
That's coming soon.
But we have the equipment.
No pun intended.
We have the equipment.
Well, so that, speaking of which, that is my new 2019 resolution, is to finally spunk.
Oh. Okay.
Well, and so I was really looking forward to
Into
that with
a
the
woman.
40. Yeah, I was really looking
Not
forward to that
onto
with the
a cat or
46-year-old. Because I mean, what are the odds that she could still have babies?
Check.
And get pregnant? She's 46, right?
It happens.
I know, but she ain't Sigourney Weaver.
Well, you're saying, when does the change happen?
Right.
When does the change happen?
Well, it ranges.
It's in your 40s.
It does range.
I bet you most of the time it's in your 40s.
I think it ranges from late 40s to late 50s.
Yeah.
Well, actually, remember one of the early shows we did, you said that this woman was however the fuck old and she got pregnant.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's many moons ago. That is many weeks. Oh no! Here we go.
Okay, now I gotta know.
It's on
You're
like
all
that.
right. You're all right. Thank you so much.
What is the average? I'm gonna see what the average is.
Oh man.
Is the
Get 'em, girl.
average age menopause happens? Let's see. Between 45 and 55.
Yeah.
I
There you go.
almost said
So
it.
you're
Okay, so she
Right
was
on the spot.
46, so I couldn't have gotten her pregnant.
Yeah.
No,
Thank you.
you can't assume just because the average ranges between 45 and 55 that just because somebody's 46, they can't get pregnant.
That's a good point. Keep debating that.
Well, you know. Okay, so what if I did get her pregnant? Super sperm!
Well, with the load you've got backed up in there.
Wait, you're gonna
Right.
get? You think you're gonna get a trophy?
Like the Federal Reserve in there, man.
You're like, you think Nicolas Cage is gonna?
Well, I got.
We're gonna.
It took me a minute.
We're gonna rob the. What does he say? Damn it! We're gonna steal the
Declaration
Declaration
of
of Independence. All right.
But, yeah.
I want to talk about NBA playoffs. What are the?
Because that's something you say all the time.
Yeah. Is that
Good segue.
what you'd like to talk about?
I know it's been bugging you for a while.
Yes,
I was hoping y'all would argue for at least 20 seconds longer. All right.
we could do it.
It's over. All right, so with that incredibly awful segue, we are talking about the NBA playoffs, and we're going no. So Tuesday night, the Thunder play Game 5 in Portland. And there was like a little bit of hope. Not really, but there was a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
And the Thunder basically played a game like they always do, where they get ahead, they give you all this hope in the world, and then they're like, nah, time to screw up. And bam, 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 and it's a tie ball game. Portland gets the ball. Damian Lillard, who at this point has already scored 47 points in the game, decides, I'm way back here almost near half court range. Let's fire it up. And hits the game winner, win 118 to 115.
As time expires.
As time expires. So the question was that considered a good shot? Obviously it went in, but it turned out statistically he shoots about 40% from that range.
Yeah,
So it turns out that's a great shot, and we weren't on defense on it.
They said that he practices that shot all the time.
Yes.
And the defender, of course, the Thunder defender, was laying off of him because
Which
he was
was Paul
way
George.
the fuck out there.
Which was Paul George, one of
He's
our
a-
better defenders.
Yeah, he's a good defender.
He should have been up on him. Lillard's not athletic enough to blow past Paul George anyway, I feel like. So he should play up on him. But
Well, and that's a coaching fault.
hindsight, woulda, shoulda, coulda, you know. Maybe it is a coaching problem. You go into these games, you're
Like,
supposed to scout.
PG, get up on him.
Yeah, on these games, you're supposed to scout. You're supposed to know things like that. That guy
You're
is
supposed to
this
know
percentage
everything.
from that range. You need to be out there on him.
You're supposed to know, like, if Damian Lillard just broke up with his girlfriend or something like that, like, all right, Paul George, start talking shit about his girlfriend. And
You do. You got to get in their head. You got to know these things, and that's part of the scouting. But the Thunder give it away. And really, the one game they did win in the series, they almost did the same thing in that game, too. They took a big lead. Portland came back, but Thunder were able to just pull away and win.
can't stop
right
Damian
at the very
Lillard.
end.
The entire series couldn't stop him.
Yeah, Lillard finishes with 50 points in that game. And I got to
Breaks
tell you,
that
I know
Portland
he
record.
and Westbrook are at odds. I still find it hard to not like Damian Lillard. I like Damian Lillard a
Me too.
lot. His personality, what he does, some of the things he said about staying in Portland and not trying to join some great, mega team just to
Trying to
chase titles
pull
and
the
stuff
Kevin
like
Durant.
that. He's just a competitor. He loves where he's at. You just have to kind of like what he's about. And he
Loyal.
normally does not trash talk. It's just been this latest. I mean, if we're being honest, a lot of this is kind
of
of
it's
being
Westbrook.
instigated by Russell Westbrook.
It
So,
is.
I mean,
Well, I love it.
we can see it for what it is, but it's just annoying to see the Thunder go out this way. It's the third year in a row they're out in the first round. And statistically, they have not won one road game in the playoffs since Durant's left.
Against Golden State.
No, we haven't won any road games in the playoffs at
Oh,
all.
well, I mean, that was our last road win in the playoffs was against Golden State.
Yeah, with Durant.
The last
So
year.
since Durant's gone, we have not won one road playoff game. Not one. So hang your hat on that. And then,
We hadn't.
And then, of course, Westbrook has been real, Westbrook, defiant with the media. Of course, not answering questions, even changing up the way he does not answer questions with. There for a while, he was doing the next question. I think he changed it up and said, I don't know. That kind of deal.
That's
Something
good.
I didn't know about Westbrook was, because he's usually a pretty good free throw shooter, like 80%.
Yeah, not
85.
this year.
66% or somewhere around that
That's
this
correct.
season.
66%.
But he shot free throws really well on this series.
Yeah.
He made like fucking 15 in a row or something before he missed one.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Yeah, he's 65% this year at the free throw line.
65, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they
They
that's
changed the
wrong.
rule. Did you hear about that?
What's that?
His routine used to be he would shoot and then he'd walk to the half court line. He had this kind of
Routine.
this
Yeah, everybody's got
OCD thing that he used to do.
Yeah.
And they changed the rule where you can't do that anymore.
I don't understand.
Why not?
That's,
They didn't say why.
that sounds,
See, and that's a little
And that's
messed up.
totally
Unfair.
fucked up his.
No,
Free
no,
throw
that's
shooting.
what. I'm glad you brought that up. That's true. That's messed up because free throw shooting is all about rhythm. Think about Kevin Durant.
Routines.
Think about
His
Kevin
little
Durant.
booty shoot,
He does that little shimmy and then shoots. That's what he does every single time.
Like Hornacek.
Because it's
Hornacek
your-
always used to.
Yeah, it's your way to get the crowd out of your head, because behind the goal, obviously, especially if you're on the road, you got people going, hey, motherfucker, and stuff like that. And you're just kind of getting your own mind into, got to make this bucket, the basket's there, and that's
you
just
got to
one
find
motion.
a rhythm mentally.
Well, no, it's
And
a
that,
routine.
and that just took his rhythm and routine away, it sounds like. So,
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
sound
you're
fair.
doing
I
the
can't-
you're doing the same shit when you're in the practice court.
Right.
You're doing the same shit at home. Same
You're
shit on the road.
conditioning your body and mind.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
to
muscle
go,
memory.
"Oh, we're doing the same thing that we've practiced.
Exactly,
right here."
muscle memory. And you're doing it over and over, like literally thousands of times.
That sounds very unfair. I can't understand on what basis they think they can do that.
All right, it's time to put out a petition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll let him head it.
No, that's okay.
We are going to fight the man.
I will do the lazy voicing of opinion.
Adam Silver, we're coming for you, man.
You motherfucker! You sick son of a bitch!
Oh, I mean, not that hard, but yeah.
Oh,
We're
Oh, there's even an article. It says the NBA rule change which ruined Russell Westbrook's free throw shooting. It's
Well-
actually an article specifically about
Oh,
him
is
and
it a
the
time
rule.
thing, maybe?
What do you mean?
It's
No,
just
they-
a rhythm thing.
No, the timing thing. They used to make fun of Karl Malone, the mailman, back in the day because he took too long at the free throw line. Because you're
Yeah.
only supposed to have
It's
10
a time
seconds. But he would sit there and do his little praying every time. Like God gives a shit if he makes a free throw or not.
He dropped almost 20%.
You don't know God.
Huh?
He went from over 80% to 62.1.
He's like, that's
That's
the fundamentals
That's a
of the
tremendous
game.
drop too. I mean, that says a lot to go from over 80%, which is really like very very good, to a 62, which is
Yeah, you can't walk past the 3-point line now
wow.
Until when?
when you're doing your free throws. You can't walk past the 3-point line that way.
Yeah.
You mean before? I guess I don't
At
understand.
at any point when it's time for you to shoot.
Now.
Now.
The rules.
You have to stay inside the 3-point line. Like, so
Yes.
you're walking up to the free throw line, the ref bounces the ball to you?
Yeah. Yeah, stay there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So he would go out to half court
he would, yeah.
and
exactly.
kind of like
Now,
psych
and
himself into
just
it.
to play devil's advocate, because there's an obvious big why question as to why that rule would go
Speed
into
up,
play.
speed up the game.
Time? Was he talking a whole lot of shit during that time too?
Well, I don't know if it specifically targeted him. Maybe.
I can
sounds
understand
like
that,
it
though.
is.
But
Just
it's
to
timing.
Save time.
But it's
The
timing.
same time for the game, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so Thunder out of the playoffs. You got to wonder what they're going to do in the offseason to try to
What can
fix.
they do?
And he's going to play the way he plays, which is, sometimes, man, there's just a fine line. Sometimes that's a recipe for success, and sometimes that's a recipe for failure.
Yeah.
Because you're so fucking stubborn, you're going to get to the top, but at the same time, maybe there's that extra oomph that could help you get better, but you're still stuck on this. You know, man, self-awareness, God, it's a superpower. You know that?
I look at Tiger Woods.
Agreed.
It's who?
Look at Tiger Woods. He got the whole sexual scandal.
Yeah.
Boom. Like, obviously, his routine, his muscle memory was fucking a bunch of brides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some Brads. Is that the you were? We're going there. Fucking some Brads today, eh?
I would love to know if, in order to get his game back up, he's
He
had
had
to go.
sex the night before.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I would love to know if he's back to fucking a bunch of broads. I truly
Oh,
want to know
that's
that.
that's an interesting
I think there's a
thought.
correlation.
When he won the Masters, there was one specific girl there that they were like the girlfriend. I didn't catch a name or whatever. She looked, whatever. But there's one for
At least
sure.
one.
There's
Well,
at least one.
At least.
And if it's
I don't
girlfriend,
think
it's not
that's
as serious as wife like
don't-
that he had.
I don't think that's enough because remember he was.
He may have learned, in a way, he may have learned his lesson. I mean,
Yeah,
if
right.
You fuck around on your girlfriend. I mean, come on. You fuck around on your girlfriend, it's one thing. You fuck around on your Nordic wife, she comes at you with your own golf clubs.
Right.
Okay, the girlfriend, it may be just like, there's that. That was Tiger Woods, but I got to bang him. It's not as severe. I don't know. I just see it as a whole different
Oh,
level.
you mean learned his lesson as far as he ain't getting remarried?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Or at least
Until
maybe
he retires from golf.
Yeah, until after his golf career.
Yeah, then I'll settle down.
Yeah.
Because right now I gotta fuck a bunch of chicks.
That's right. Well, and you got to test drive. When you find the right gold digger,
That's right.
you got to test drive the gold diggers. Hashtag test drive the gold diggers. But you got to find the right one.
Right.
You know.
Give me money.
That one is
Yeah.
hot and failure. Hot failure.
Hot failure.
Because you don't
Last
want
straw.
you don't want a ugly success story.
No. Heck no.
If she's able to get the dough and she's ugly,
Yeah.
mission failure right there.
Oh, yeah.
Your mission accomplishes hot failure.
Right. So,
As far as gold
hot,
diggers.
but hot success? No. Ugly success.
Yeah, you don't want ugly success, but you also don't want hot success either.
Yeah, like in Game of
You want
Thrones.
hot sex, but not.
Now that the really big woman has been knighted, what do you do with that?
So you're saying
Do
he's
you
like
bang?
knighting
Do you
them with his
bang? Do you
penis?
bang the first woman knight ever? That's really large. I'm just kidding. I
We
know
were
that they.
talking-
I know that they don't keep up with Game of Thrones at all. Okay, all right.
We were
I'm just
talking sports, I believe.
Well, hey, you know what? Like, we talk sports with you, and you have that look on your face, so right back at you.
No, I know. The tables have turned, it seems.
Yes.
On something that I'm surprised you don't watch. It's so nerd, right?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
It's a nerd thing, and you don't have.
There's
any
a
part
realm
of
of
it.
nerd that I actually don't tend to enter, which is the Dungeons and Dragons and,
Harry Twatter.
Yeah, I don't do that stuff.
You don't do the Harry
I mean,
Twatter
I have
stuff.
a-
You have.
I have, but that's because
We have.
That's true. That's because I have a friend.
We
who
have
does
larped.
it.
We have larped.
I know.
LARPers Anonymous.
live action role playing.
Yes. LARPers Anonymous.
Chance, I was
LARPers Anonymous.
Chance, I was really hoping that there would be if there was an intervention
Yes.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not something I readily admit. It is.
I
but
made it all up just now.
I'm
Thank
surprised
you.
Jose
Thank
doesn't
you.
do
All right.
the LARPing.
Why? What?
I guess he does his own version, right?
Live action role play with his penis.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
like, okay, so I'm gonna be the naughty Mexican, and you're gonna be the.
Santa Maria.
Why does he sound
Oh
gay?
my God.
I don't know. I'm trying to do your impression.
My impression of Jose?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, listen, lady. Listen. Okay, you're going to be the French maid, okay?
There you go.
And then I'm going to insult your sports team. And
That part is Jose, for sure.
So in the next round of the playoffs, the game one, the Toronto Raptors faced the Philadelphia 76ers yesterday.
At home.
At home in Toronto. The two East matches right now are like highly anticipated, right? I know you are.
oh yeah.
And so Toronto yesterday is able to get game one at home as they beat the shit out of the 76ers yesterday, 108-95. Drake was happy. He was in his feelings, and he, I believe
Drake
at one
is from
point,
Toronto.
at one point, towards the end of the game, I believe he said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Really?
To the 76ers, which
Oh.
Drake honestly needs
The
to.
city of brotherly love?
Toronto.
Oh,
They were in Toronto.
no, I know, but
Yeah.
let's name that to the 76ers.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wink, wink. City of brotherly love.
Yeah.
Yeah, they booed Santa Claus for God's sakes. Philadelphia. Oh my God. Anyway, he
Hey,
did,
Fresh Prince is from there.
but he's bringing it up like he's telling them to get. It seems like you're only pissing them off for game two. Like Drake, you need to like chill out a little bit. It's game one.
Not only that,
So if it's a 7-game series,
be a good sport.
be a good sport.
Yeah.
Now if it's game 7, or like if it's the game that wins the series, then yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Well, that's what Lillard did after he hit that shot. Yeah.
Yeah,
He said
like-
bye.
Yeah, you don't do that in game 1 of the series.
Like, it's over now.
I could
And what,
be,
didn't they only win by like 4 points or something?
No, they won by 13. They did
Oh,
kick their
okay.
ass.
I
Like,
could be wrong, but it seems like sportsmanship, and especially in the NBA,
no, it's
has-
gone. Bye-bye.
has just
Plummeted.
done a dive.
The,
Like,
play,
you
the,
go
the
back
more
to the
power the
80s
players
and-
have gotten, the more vocal, the more everything. It's been, yeah.
But it is entertaining. And
Yeah.
it's entertainment.
Yeah, you got to agree with that, I guess. Yeah.
It really is. I mean, it's a game. It's entertainment.
Today,
I
It
like.
teaches people bad.
No, I like.
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of like.
my kids are going to
It
grow
teaches
up
people
acting
that-
like that.
No, so like I never really liked pro wrestling. I never understood why people did. Chance Del Fuego and I, we had a neighbor that was huge into the wrestling. I asked him, I'm like, dude, can you please explain it to me? What's the big deal? He's like, it's like a soap opera for dudes.
Yeah, well,
That
like-
does not help his case.
I was
but
like,
sure, I get it.
No,
But
I was
it's
like,
a thing.
okay. So to me, like that heightens the experience for me.
I don't
in
think
sports.
they should have soap opera in the NBA.
But anyway,
they do.
It heightens the experience for me whenever like rivals go up against each other, like Lillard and Westbrook, and
Sure.
and to give it credence, by the way, the ratings on the NBA, they're chasing the NFL.
Okay.
All right,
They're doing
so
better this
those,
year.
those are competitive. Even though they're not the same sport, they're competing for ratings and merchandise.
Great.
And
If they ever pass them up in the NFL, you're going to have people, in the NFL.
yeah, just like that too. I think that's exactly what Roger Goodell will do.
Yeah.
The commissioner of the NFL,
They brought the celebrations back.
Darth Goodell. Yes,
Brought the celebrations back.
he
yeah.
brought the celebrations back. But yeah, the NBA is going up and up and up in ratings, and they're of course going global. NFL's trying to go global, but it's going to be a little more difficult for them than the NBA. The NBA is just easier. Basketball is easier than American football. American football is hard to. I mean, it's great inside of the United States, but to get the rest of the world to lock in and be like, yeah,
Well,
basketball is just easier.
Well,
you know?
basketball's already in the Olympics.
Right. So that helps.
Yes. That's why
Today,
they are world champions.
Today, here in about 2 minutes, game one of the Boston Celtics versus the Milwaukee Bucks will begin. And that,
The Celtics who just creamed.
they swept the Indiana Pacers. And the Milwaukee Bucks swept their series too. So
Yeah,
this is
that'll
going to
be
be
a
a
good
great,
series.
great series. The Celtics are as talented as Kyrie Irving goes. I feel like they go as far as he wants to go. He's that good. And Milwaukee with Giannis, the Greek freak, it's just going to be a great series. I won't watch. I won't be able to because we're doing the show right now. But
Well, I
I'll
can
watch
fix
the
it.
highlight. I'll watch the highlights later. It's okay.
Watch half of it.
We
Yeah,
watch
we'll
half
probably
of
watch
it.
the second
Yeah.
half.
Plus, so anyway, that's going on. Also today, doubleheader, game one, Western Conference, Golden State Warriors, Houston Rockets. So that's going to be amazing.
That's probably the more important of the two remaining Western Conference
Yeah.
semifinals.
Now, Houston just kind of mowed right through Utah, the Utah Jazz. I didn't see that coming. I thought Utah thought they would put up more of a fight, honestly,
Maybe
and be better.
2 games at least.
Right. What was surprising was the Warriors, who you figured would just sweep right through the Los Angeles Clippers, did not. They had to win in 6 games. They allowed, I guess you would call it that, they allowed the Clippers to win 2 games in that series. The Clippers really stepped up. Some guys played well.
One of them was in Oakland, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Right.
They had to go into LA and win that game 6 and end the series because everybody had that feeling like if they were to lose again in LA and force a game 7, then things were going to get a little bit.
I think I'd heard the Clippers were really good on the road this year.
They're good. They don't have a superstar per se, but like Lou Williams is always like money in the fourth quarter. Montreux and these guys are coming off the bench, by the way. I mean, it's a good team. That's why
I've
there's
heard their bench
speculation.
is really good.
That's why there's speculation that if once the season's over and Kawhi is done with this season, that Kawhi, who wants to go to LA, would go and be like an integral part of the Clippers and only make them an even better team. So
He's not talking about going to LA with the Lakers.
no, right now nobody is, except for maybe. I was about to say posible. I've been trying to speak Spanish too much lately, but like except for maybe Anthony Davis. But then I don't know that that's going to happen anymore. I don't think it will.
It's a train wreck.
It is. The Lakers are a train wreck right now. But yeah, so we got some great games that'll be on today. Some great playoff series going on. Excited. Can't wait to see what happens and talk about that more. So that's kind of a quick rundown of our NBA playoffs. And now I would like to go into, well, before I do that, honestly, I need to do this. At times my mind gets lost. I forget about some of our smaller sponsors. But coming up next, we're going to do our What Could Go Wrong videos. We'll review those and talk about that, which is always a lot of fun. But first, we are brought to you in part by, we are the Idiots Talk Sports, also known as DITS. We are brought to you in part by Jaeger. Jaeger, German for Satan's butthole. Did you know that?
I didn't. I'm not fluent in German.
I can't.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah.
I don't sprechen, but
I don't sprechen.
I definitely didn't sprechen that one.
We are also brought to you in part by, just in case you're wondering, Jell-O shots, slut tested, Bill Cosby approved. And a new sponsor this week. We're also brought to you in part by Hooded Bath Towels. Now you're clean and a Jedi. So, there you go. Hooded Bath Towels. So now, without further ado, it is time for What Could Go Wrong videos, and you're going to need to go to the next video. That's our opener.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. Just want to make sure you're on the right video so we can see what's going on.
You son of a bitch.
Son of
Is
a
it?
bitch. It should be the one right after it. Yeah, they're right. They're all in a row. So, Special K's pulling up the video. Give me the finger.
Which one are you doing first?
When you're, we are starting off with Truck Driver versus the Wind. That's what I'm calling this one. Truck Driver versus the Wind.
I already have an idea of what that's about because, I drove big vehicles.
We're having.
That's a Facebook one.
Yes.
Is it? It is.
Those are the hard ones to pull up. So.
Is that the hard? He's
I'm
having a hard time too.
I've got it. It doesn't have sound, so I can go ahead and roll it.
It doesn't need sound.
Yeah.
All right. So, hang on. Do you want me to pull it up on my phone real quick so that we can see it here?
Yeah.
Before we play it for the audience here. Sorry for the delay.
Well, I can almost hold on. If I just have a second here.
Sure. All right. You got it? I got it here. If not.
There's a way you can make this big. That's what she said.
You want to make it big?
I want to make it big.
Thanks.
Okay. Fuck me in the butt. There, okay.
There it is.
It's all small and shit, but
Yeah.
That's also what
how
she
it's
said.
gonna look. That's how it's going to look.
That's
on here.
also what she said. Well, I'll show you on this. All right, so sometimes it's very important to be aware of your surroundings. This guy was not. He's looking the other way, and BAM!
Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah, he takes a shot from his truck door.
that sucks.
Shot to the face.
That's a bad day at work. The fact that he's parked
Hey,
there.
how's it going?
The fact that he's parked there already probably underlyingly tells me that something's already going wrong with his day.
Probably due to the wind.
Something's wrong with the truck or
His load.
Right, his load. And you're jumping ahead, sir.
Yeah, sorry.
You are jumping ahead.
Well, I'm trying to be prepared for the next
Well,
thing.
I don't know if you know this, but
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect and appreciation for truck drivers.
Absolutely,
I think
yeah.
they're like the backbone of this fucking country.
Oh, dude, think about all the shit that would go down if we just stopped having truck drivers. Like if they went on strike, we just stopped truck driving all of a
what
sudden.
if that ever happened? What would be the result?
Yeah.
Teamsters.
I don't really know what the fuck he's saying.
That's what the fucking Teamsters were all about.
Oh.
Oh,
Those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're on the same team.
like Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh yeah, so that's what happens.
Jimmy Hoffa, you get a bunch
Hey,
of
how's
people
it
that'll
going?
break your fucking legs if you don't. No,
I'm
whatever.
sorry, I
don't know.
can't not.
Yeah, that door just knocks him the fuck out. Like he hits the ground, he doesn't even move after that. So
Yeah.
anyway,
He's out
that's
cold.
That's Truck Driver versus the Wind. Now let's go to the second video. This is what if I attempt to do a flip? What could go wrong if I do a flip? We might want to show Drunk Tim here. He's
Sure,
not
sure.
able to.
Sorry.
You always want to know what you're flipping into, by the way. Oh!
Holy shit!
God,
that like a
he's not. Oh, you're not getting anybody pregnant with that. Oh, and it's just I love
Is it
the
a
fact.
stump?
Yeah, and it's like it's just the over and over again.
Why didn't his buddy or be like, "Hey, this is not a great idea. Can
Maybe
we
he
move
did.
over a
Here's
little bit?"
here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he figured he could clear that.
Sure.
That's had to have been way.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
Even if he had, everybody would have been like, excellent.
Nice. All right, let's go get a
risk
beer.
reward, people. Risk reward. Okay, if I clear it, I get a little bit of clapter from the shirtless dude there.
Yes.
Who's not so smart. If I don't make it,
Right.
possible death, possible never going to have an erection again.
Maybe even possible being impaled.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have like some ED issues earlier in life than most. Forget about, some people are like, oh, he'll never have children. I don't know that that's that big a deal. But just depends on who you are and your
On
upbringing.
top of ED, I think he's going to have PTSD too.
PTED, something like that.
On this next one, let's time it.
Well, on the next one, we're going to attempt, do you have it up? You know which one I'm talking about, right, Special K?
This is the next one.
No, that's the in case the one I want to do goes bad.
Oh, what?
It's the one after it. It's going to be the one after.
Is this?
This one is entitled Pinky.
No. Next one was this one.
I know, but that's in case this one doesn't
so
work.
we do this one?
This one is entitled Pinky the Cat. So if you've ever thought about adopting a cat, this might help your decision-making process. All right, Paul, you've got it up. Special K, you got it up?
Well, don't, yeah.
Well, it's not quite.
Okay. Yeah, you've got sound. You've got sound.
Hold on, but I don't want.
If you guys can time it, it'd be great.
I'm gonna try.
It's
to time
great
it.
as is, but it's just so much better with sound.
Okay, I want to get my sound ready,
Okay.
and then I can just hit play.
Are you going to pull it up and blow it
Yeah,
up?
yeah, he's got it.
We're gonna try to time this.
He's also facing it, so he doesn't have the sound on it, but they're going to catch the sound off the microphone. Okay.
As long as the sound isn't like too overbearing to the microphone.
No. It'll be good.
No, we don't have that problem.
Well, one of the episodes, it was kind of a little bit too much, but that was just me.
All right, yeah, it's ready when you are.
Let's do the three. Don't hit play. Let's do a.
Do a 3, 2, 1, boom.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Ready?
Pinky. Hi, this is Pinky.
Start again. Hold on. Go.
This is Pinky. He's a male cat, domestic short hair. He's available for adoption. He's pet of the week, Placer County Animal Shelter. He's a very loving cat.
It's a very loving cat.
Pinky.
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 We got a wildcat on our hands.
Settle down, bud. Careful.
This poor woman.
I get a catch
Oh,
cold.
he'll just go in the box willingly.
Yeah, he likes boxes.
Oh,
She runs away. She's like, fuck this.
yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Can you rewind it to the part where I want to hear his scream?
Wait.
You wanna hear the scream?
Let's
Yeah.
do it. You want to watch it over again? You want to time it and see?
Sure. Let's do that.
Yeah. He's a good cat.
He's a what do you say? He's a nice cat.
Yeah. Where are we? We'll do it again. I love this so much.
Pinky. Hi, this is Pinky.
Start again. Hold on.
Pinky's already given you a warning,
This
by
is
the way.
Pinky. He's a male cat, domestic short hair. He's available for adoption. He's pet of the week. Placer
Pet
County
of the
Animal
week.
Shelter.
Not anymore.
Very loving cat.
Yeah.
Pinky ain't getting adopted.
to grab him by the.
Yeah, he's getting a trophy. It's called We're Putting You Down.
We're putting you down.
He about put himself down.
Pinky, you should have.
Boy, Pinky's athletic.
I'm
Look at
guessing
this brave
woman,
chick.
This woman, I must be like a reporter or something.
She ain't that brave. She eventually
Okay.
gives up. She realizes.
I gotta hear his scream.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not going to grab him.
I'm not gonna grab him. He
Yep.
said.
The follow up.
It doesn't matter how thick those jeans are at that point. Yeah, that's gonna be pain. I'm sure that cat used every millimeter of those claws that he
Oh
had.
my god. So I guess lesson learned, cats don't like leashes.
No.
Especially Pinky.
Cat pet of the week.
Pet of the week. God.
Shit, I would hate to see the rejects.
Yeah, well, no, I bet you that they're actually like, okay, we've got a lot of awesome pets here, but some of them are having some difficulty getting the right family together. So
They're not gonna be with us much longer.
it's a desperate ploy. It's like, okay, let's look at how awesome this cat.
He's got a beautiful personality.
Oh my nuts!
Which one are you want to do next? Is that the last one?
That was the finale. The other one was just in case that one went bad. We're actually going to save that one for probably next week.
Gotcha.
But everything, Special K, everything went well.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
finally got that one done. All right.
That is one of my favorite videos. Pinky the cat, probably euthanized now, but
He's no longer
Rest in
with-
peace, Pinky.
Oh, that would have been great if you had
yeah,
that.
like give Pinky to a young family. It's like Pet Cemetery, you know, like here you go, little Daisy, you got your new cat.
Some people have said that his body is inhabited by Geronimo.
Yeah, Pinky's in hell now. All right, and with that music, we have another update today. Another update. Nowhere near as exciting as the first update, which is why that was the first update. Which was...
We're bringing the most important breaking news first.
Which was Drunk Tim getting laid. Hey, welcome back. Hey, Tuesday's back. Twice. Two different people. So now Tuesday's up to speed. But not fully. He brought a take-home gift. Oh, hang on, I gotta stop talking.
Right? Drink some beer.
Forget that part. I'll just leave you to your imagination.
Right.
So it's time for a dwarf update.
Right.
Again, honestly, I feel bad for even writing dwarf update on the outline just because.
Is there really nothing to update?
I mean, okay. Here's what I can update on the dwarf.
Okay.
All right, as you know, dwarf had a building built. Dwarf upset about the way the building was built. Apparently, there's gaps where bugs could get in. Oh, thank you. Good Lord, dude, how much tea are you drinking?
Too much.
Oh.
Thank you.
It was unsweet, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, at least it's unsweet.
There you go. Diabetics.
0 calories.
Yeah.
Love it.
Diabetics doing you much better than Krishna.
So, dwarf had a gap in the flooring where bugs could get in.
Yeah.
So, dwarf is now fighting with the said company to get this. She wants it 100%. Get it fixed. Get it right before I move into this thing.
Yeah. There's a third party place,
Yes.
by the way. Not even the place that she bought the thing from.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no. The new building is. Remember, the first building she got from Amazon, some of the materials got destroyed by, it was left out in the weather.
Yeah.
So she said, screw it. I'm going to call this storage building company. They can have it built in the same day and I can move out.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's conflict. That's the thing. So also in the same time frame, she was sideswiped by a diesel truck in her car. And so now she's got a rental car, which is actually a blue version of my car. That's weird. But she's got a...
Same year?
Huh?
Same year?
That I don't know.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
close.
Probably close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's same look.
Okay.
Definitely. So she's fighting two different companies now because she's fighting the building company to, hey, get my new tiny house right.
Uh-huh.
And she's now fighting the trucking company like, hey, I've got injuries and PT. This girl's all about this. So
She's fighting life.
So she's fighting life. She's hoping to get some money from. She's hoping to get. Previously, she was waiting for disability anyway. Mm-hmm. So now she's waiting for disability. She's waiting to get this building made right, and then third strike or third whatever, she's waiting for this diesel truck company to pay for her injuries and yada yada yada, damage to her car from sideswiping her car.
I hate
That's
this.
real.
I hate this.
It's real. I've seen the car. It's like, yeah, the car was hit.
But she's trying to get injuries as a result.
Oh yeah, you don't want just the damage to the car. The car was not that.
How was she
valuable.
injured?
I don't know. God, I wish we could
Emotional.
interview her. Yeah,
Was
she
she
would tell
really
you.
injured? Was she really injured?
Oh, she says she is. I don't know.
I'm sure it
I don't
was
stay home long enough
I
to
mean,
know.
she seems like a shyster.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it was one of those. Oh, my back.
I mean, look, she's living at a place for free,
Yeah.
trying to collect disability for
Yeah.
what?
For her hands. It's something to do with her hands.
They're elfish? What?
No, they're in pain, so she can't pick up things or hold things for a long time.
I hate to sound like a lot of people that are correct, but that's the
That are
problem.
correct.
There is something fucking wrong with this country.
I hate
okay?
to sound like reason, but
Yes.
Like just the fact that there's so many ways that you can get on disability.
Yes.
The one that pisses me off the most is being fat.
oh, you can get on.
God, fat people are really annoying.
I've been.
Yes.
I know the feeling.
Those fuckers.
Be fat all you want, but you don't get a disability thing in your
No.
thing, and you don't get a check.
No. Yeah.
That's bullshit.
No.
I'm depressed
I-
because
and-
I'm fat,
and
and
I don't-
I'm fat because I'm depressed.
I mean, honestly, if I
It's
could
a
run
vicious
things,
cycle.
even if you were on disability because you had either diabetes or you had something that would be typically legitimate.
Yeah.
But it was found that it's probably because you're fat.
Yeah.
That should be a disqualifier right away.
Yeah.
It looks like you have no use of your legs, but it's mostly because you're rotund.
Great word, by the way.
Nice. That's our
Rotund.
$100 word of the day, folks.
Anyway, whatever. But she seems like a shy. She's in that group of people
You can
that are
get-
taking advantage of
Dude, you can-
everyone.
I think so.
Yeah.
You can get on disability for depression.
Really?
Yes, sir. I've had people try to tell me to get on.
You know what? I gotta quit
disability for it.
hating. Quit hating. You know what? I think that's gonna be my next
Don't
goal.
hate the player, hate the game.
Hate the game. I'm about to get on disability, y'all.
Agreed.
That's my
You
next
can get
goal.
on disability for some really unbelievable things.
It's about to happen.
You can get on disability for alcoholism.
What?
You're welcome.
No.
Yes, sir.
Good God, have mercy.
It's a disease, man.
All right.
It's one of the best diseases.
Yeah, like Homer Simpson. Why does everybody else always get the cool diseases?
Alcoholism.
Yeah.
Best disease
Ball
ever.
cancer, alcoholism. Oh, yeah, I win.
I win.
Oh man, I wish I had that
That's a
one.
gift that keeps on giving.
I wish I had your disease.
Oh. Ass cancer? Yeah, I know. I feel you, man. I have alcoholism.
Same thing. Same thing.
Like, no, you're not. You get the cool one. They're gonna have to do something with my butthole. You get to go have martinis with friends.
with friends.
Yeah. Your side effect is
Getting laid a lot.
anal bleeding and leakage. Mine, I have to keep drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
Or else I shake.
Yeah. I talk to strangers more frequently.
I'm sorry, which disease was it you had? Rheumatoid arthritis. My joints are always in pain.
That sucks.
Unless I maybe find a magical cocktail that makes them not.
Yeah.
That does suck. What have you got? Alcoholism. Oh, that sounds bad. What's that like? Well, sometimes I lose friends and family, but I get to go out to the bar.
That's right.
So-
I'm more capable of talking to strangers.
And so
I'm not in constant pain.
I can replace those friends and family pretty quickly.
Sometimes
new friends.
Sometimes,
My new
sometimes,
friends.
Yeah, sometimes I find somebody with the same disease, and we go home and have sex.
And then we cry about our disease and
That really ought to be a thing. Matchdisease.com.
Matchdisease.com.
alcoholics.com.
Well, we might have a new sponsor.
Right? Matchdisease.com. If you've got alcoholism, we can pair you with the right person.
We can help you.
If you've got
Or AIDS.
rheumatoid arthritis, you'll be like, yeah, because
Double the AIDS.
it must suck.
Double the pleasure.
It must suck to have rheumatoid
Extra
arthritis on
sugar-free
your
drink.
own, right? There you are, rheumatoid arthritis. We can all try to sympathize. It sounds like it sucks,
Yeah.
but nobody really cares. Honestly, you're like, oh, I'm in constant pain all the time. Can you not appreciate that? Really? No, we're not living it. Get with somebody that is.
Yeah.
I
And
tell you
you'll
what,
both
the
like,
arthritis,
my rheumatoid arthritis sucks.
No,
mine does too.
the arthritis, like that. I would hate that though, because they're like, I can't get my hand around my dick.
I have that problem. Anyway.
Well, you got a pregame.
Fuck off.
You got a pregame.
You got a pregame.
You got a pregame if you're gonna. You got a plan for that. You got to take some ibuprofen right
Get
before
some,
you
put
whack
some
off.
icy,
Yeah.
Put some icy hot on your hands.
30 minutes. 30 minutes, bitch. 30 minutes. We got a date.
And then
God, I'm horny
you're
in 30
fucked.
minutes from now.
Yeah. Ibuprofen, Viagra, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chloroform.
Chloroform, out like a light.
Oh, shit.
How much does chloroform cost?
I should have thought this through.
Hey, for nights that you have trouble sleeping, how much does chloroform cost? Is that a...
That's very Michael Jackson-esque. I don't know that would...
Jesus juice and chloroform.
Right,
form.
didn't he...
Hey, but first, let me set my alarm.
You did do that last night.
I did. In order to sleep last night, I'm not proud of this.
Why do you have chloroform in the first place? It was government issued.
Wait, no.
I drank
What's
some
the-
really old, shitty wine to go to sleep because I was waking up super early today.
You
But-
took a nightcap
I did.
of old shitty wine.
Yes.
You don't have beer,
No,
vodka?
I used the beer I had in a Ho Whisperer segment. So, and I've not replenished.
Okay. How
Because
old
when
was
I'm
the
at
wine?
home alone, I don't really drink. I don't.
Yeah. How
All
old was
those
the
beers
wine?
disappear. Anyway.
Well, I
Well,
bet you that
for
there's
starters,
some
it's
dwarfish-
box wine.
Okay.
And not like even that cool, trendy black box wine. It's
Franzia.
fucking
Franzia.
Franzia. Which could be a new sponsor. I don't know. Fucking Franzia.
Franzia.
I
Just
like
get it over
Franzia. Ooh.
Franzia.
I mean, never
Just get
mind.
We're down to this.
Never mind. Look away.
Do you run?
Look away.
What?
Oh my God. I love your Fitbit.
What? Franzia.
Franzia.
Tip it.
Sip it.
You
At
know,
the end, you gotta-
Franzia, you know it's special when you have to turn a spout.
What do you?
Franzia. You gotta squeeze it till the
I was
last
about
drop.
to say it's like you got to do it like the like your tube of toothpaste.
Right, yeah. When you're down to that, you know you've got problems. You're like, oh, my box of Franzia is out. Yeah.
Franzia. Because 2.5 liters
Look into
wasn't
my
enough.
veins.
Right, right. When you've got to get like the Sam's Choice mega value wine.
God, when you upgrade from wheezing the juice to wheezing the Franzia, you got issues.
Franzia,
Great value.
alcoholism at its finest.
You and me tonight, Franzia.
So which is worse, the Franzia doing the wine or doing Heaven Hill vodka?
Ooh, that is a close battle.
Well, Franzia
Or no,
is,
Tavarsky
Oh, no.
or McCormick.
I think that we'll see this as a future sponsor because I could definitely see this as.
I could see this as a future poll question.
Yeah. Okay, but
Which we can do on Facebook, by the way.
I would say that the vodka thing, that's there to get you. Franzia, the tagline would be, we're still hanging on to hope.
Yeah,
We still think we're classy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Franzia is, I'm going to take the edge off. Heaven Hill Vodka, fuck it. That's its logo. That's its slogan. You just don't even give shit. Like the whole, like we do all the Jaeger stuff, and they used to have the commercials. They're like, Jaeger, drink responsibly. Like, no, if you're drinking Jaeger, that's not the game plan.
We're not doing anything responsibly.
You ain't sipping Jaeger.
Heaven Hill, finish this bottle.
Oh, Heaven's Hill, cheaper than a...
Heaven Hill, the prize is at the bottom of the bottle.
Alcohol's version of the dollar menu.
Walk this way.
Do you
love
like
it.
walking side to side?
God, that's good stuff, man. We just bang, 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 bang. Love it. So where are we?
NFL draft?
I think we did a dwarf update.
Right. That was the dwarf update.
Oh, I'm glad we brought those one things up because I got to remind our people. We are, of course, we are the Idiots Talk Sports. We are also known as Tits. Please comment, subscribe, friend, follow, tell your friends, please. We think we're funny. But yeah, let people know about us. We're growing. We're getting bigger, better. We're getting bigger, better sponsors. And we're still brought to you in part by Jaeger. Jaeger. Ja, das ist gut. Das ist fun. Das ist Drunkenheimer. Das has STDs in Stein. Also brought to you in part by...
I didn't know you sprechen so well.
Use the
Hey.
Frickens the Deutsch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am a mystery. Also brought to you in part by Jello Shots. Jello Shots. It doesn't feel like you just took a shot, but you did. You did. Also brought to you in part by Hooded Bath Towels. Hooded Bath Towels. It's a towel. It's a hood. It's a cape. Hooded Bath Towels. All right. Let's talk some NFL draft. We're in the weekend of the NFL draft, which is going on in Nashville, Tennessee. I think it's all kind of wrapped up at this point, right? We've
I
gone
don't
through,
think-
now we're like in the deep.
6 and 7.
Like now
rounds.
they're like drafting like my sister and stuff, like the rounds. She's
good.
She is. We have
Canadian.
2 knee replacements.
Canadian football rejects.
Right. They're just like, hey, you look like you could play.
You can stand upright, right?
Like
All
that
right,
dude,
come on.
Poop Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I was able to sneak poop in.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Not
But
the
what-
first time either.
You know, but that's weird, though. I don't think anybody in Oklahoma cares about the NFL draft.
No, you don't think so?
No,
You don't
like,
think they would even give
Not very many football fans here
Except
in the
for
States.
that Kyler Murray
what?
was drafted the first round.
Say it ain't so.
Which is significant in another way, which is...
What?
How is that also significant?
Because he is from Oklahoma.
Well, duh. But I mean...
It's the first time in
Look-
history.
Look, I'm doing really well so far.
You're doing great. I'm going to help you out
this
because I
was-
know you don't know this part. It is the first
I
time in
barely
history.
knew that part, by the way.
First of all,
All right, let it go.
First of all, there was history because Baker Mayfield last year was the Heisman Trophy winner. This year, Kyler Murray was the Heisman Trophy winner. That was history in the making already.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield was the first pick overall in the NFL draft, and then this year, Kyler Murray was the first pick overall in the NFL draft.
So
Two
there's
players,
there's something
same,
on water.
same school.
Right.
That's never happened before.
Okay.
Ever.
So people are wondering if there's something in the water.
I think there is something in the. Although
Jalen
Kyler
Hurts.
Murray,
Jalen Hurts.
although Kyler Murray is officially from Allen, Texas, which is like a really ritzy.
Baker's from Texas too.
Like, have you
Yeah,
been to
Baker's
Allen,
from
Texas?
I believe.
I went down to Uber Drive and I went through Allen, Texas. That's like our Edmond. Like, actually, it's no, fuck that. It's on another level than Edmond.
Nichols Hills.
It's like, but with the Edmond type of community, like they've got the
Okay.
huge ass stadium for their football team. Like it's like a college stadium. Like, dude, Allen is Dude, Allen's the real deal. You go to Allen, Texas, a suburb of Dallas and
is
Fort
Friday
Worth. You're
Night
just
Lights
like,
type of
you're
shit.
like, oh shit. So the fact that he won multiple high school championships for Allen, football, that means a lot for high school. But then he comes to OU and has the success he has. Unfortunately, they didn't win a national championship, but still won a lot.
Final Four.
With the pathetic defense they had, they still won a lot. Right? You have a little defense, you probably win a title. But now, unfortunately, he goes to, not that I'm hating on the Arizona Cardinals. I don't have a dog in the fight. But the Arizona Cardinals were like just super duper bad last year on all levels. They couldn't block. Their one running back that was really good got hurt, out for the season, David Johnson. Their number one weapon to throw to is Larry Fitzgerald, and he's on the edge of retirement.
Yeah.
And defensively, they're a
Hall of
mess.
Famer.
So Arizona really needs to do, first and foremost, you got to get some guys to block for Kyler. Kyler, it's great and all that he's the number one pick. And he's also, historically, the other piece of history I forgot to mention, he's the first player ever to be drafted in the first round in two different sports. He was drafted in the first round in Major League Baseball. He was the 9th pick, and then he was drafted number 1 in the NFL draft. That's never happened before. So
I talked about that on the last show I was on, I think.
yeah, so a lot of history, with that one pick.
And now Oklahoma, the University of Oklahoma, is now tied for the most number 1 overall picks. I don't know who they're tied with. I would think like Notre Dame or USC or Texas or some shit.
Yeah, there's no telling. But I will say historically we've not had great success.
Yeah. Well, so that's 5.
With our talent that's gone to the NFL. But
that is 5 number 1 overall draft picks. Leroy Selman,
Yeah.
Baker, Kyler.
Selman was just great no matter. Remember, he played
Billy
on
Sims.
the expansion Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The only good part of that whole fucking
He was the
team.
only good player on that. And I think, I say arguably, not arguably, I think easily the worst uniform of all time.
Oh, yeah.
In football, at
Oh,
least.
yeah.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, when they first...
They were so
Dude,
ugly.
look it up. This is how bad it is. I'm sorry to go on this small tangent, but...
I can't believe it took them so long to change their
Easily,
uniforms.
that's got to be the NFL's worst uniform.
No. Maybe the ugliest in all of sports.
I heard that originally the Maple Leafs, there was a hockey team out there that their uniform was even worse, maybe, or a close second. But these look great. Look at the original
the
one.
new ones,
Those
yeah.
are really nice.
Yeah, and those are the modern ones, too.
But 1976, I believe, was their first year.
Oh, was their first year? That sounds about right.
And
I
it
know
was just that
around-
it was just that shitty
this it?
gay orange.
I know for
Not
sure
that there's anything wrong with that.
With gay or orange?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what he's looking at.
that is
Disgusting.
arguably the worst football uniform of all
It's like
time.
Tennessee.
Tennessee's even slightly looks a little better. Like that orange, that color orange is just awful.
Oh,
You may be biased.
No, and the Buccaneer
Why?
For your college
because of
football
OU.
interest.
No, because Texas
As
is
he's
a
wearing-
burnt orange, and I will even admit that a burnt orange looks way better than that
Oh, okay.
orange.
Sure.
Like that's like citrus orange, and you know that you failed. Like that's screwed up. This is a whole lot better. They really improved that as opposed to
Well,
that.
who is it? Is it it's either the Miami Dolphins or the Florida? Who is it that has like it's called Florida Orange?
Is it the Marlins?
No, it's a football.
Oh yeah, because they do. The Dolphins do have that light blue plus the orange.
They have the
in
teal or
colors.
whatever. I think it
Yeah.
is the Dolphins that have that. That's actually called a Florida
With that
Orange.
blue, I guess it's okay. But if it's the dominant color, you're screwed.
Yeah.
And it was the dominant color of that color scheme.
Um,
And I know that sounds pretty gayish talking about color schemes, but still, that was
Yes.
bad.
okay, so know your colors and know your fabrics. That's what I tell
Oh my
all my little
god!
girls.
Oh my god! Why? Who did that?
So, and back to NFL draft. 4 out of OU's 5 starting offensive linemen.
Yes.
fucking drafted.
That's how good they
Boom
were.
or sooner.
That's how good they were. Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, the receiver for OU, number one receiver. He goes to the Baltimore Ravens. Somebody said, poor him because Lamar Jackson can't throw the ball. I actually look at it flip side. Lamar Jackson can't really throw the deep ball, and Marquise Brown is small, so he's going to be like a little slot guy.
Yeah, he's a
if
possession-
anybody, he's probably going to be the guy he throws to.
He's a possession receiver.
Yeah, because he'll run like a little 5-yard and then cut across, and like Lamar will find him, you know.
Because he's going to be right the fuck there.
So he may have some. He may have some actual success.
Something I saw on, you know, because obviously I follow the Sooners on Instagram.
Yeah.
This is for the current Big 12 football teams. Just overall, like all draft picks. OU, of course, number one with 95 or 96
Oh yeah.
drafts since 2000. Number two.
Since 2000.
Number two is
Alabama.
no Big 12. Current Big
Oh,
12.
Big
teams.
12. I'm sorry. Let's go Texas.
Yeah, with 68 or 67, somewhere around
In the
there.
early 2000s, remember those teams were sending people to the NFL by like the dozens. I
Yeah.
mean, they were sending people. Like, I'm not surprised by that number. Like here lately, they haven't sent as many, but like early on,
This
they were
was,
sending. It was like here's 15 people to the draft. You know, you're like, damn. And then they would just reload. It was just absurd. But
OU just keeps popping them out, and it should
Yeah.
be that way because how many of the Big 12 championships have we won in
Most
the
of them.
Bob Stoops / Lincoln Riley eras?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you said most of them.
Yeah.
Literally, like at probably 75%.
Yeah, they won most of them.
Somewhere around
Look
there.
how timely this is. This
I
is
know.
amazing.
Or a drink up, or I'm gonna give this one to him.
Hey, I'll do it.
I might end up doing that anyway because I got a job to do tonight. So
With the 46-year-old.
I was like,
no, that's
is
her
that what
job.
you're calling it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you say it, yeah, most people would say, "I've got to go to work tonight,"
Let's
or
go.
"I have to go to my work," or
I've got to go to my job.
"I've got the job to do tonight."
Here
Like, are
we
you-
go.
No, I'm
Are you
I'm
contracting
running, I'm
for
running security.
Luigi?
It's kind of actually
What the hell are you securing?
Homeland?
No, it's a club or a bar or some shit.
Are you
And-
a bouncer now?
Yeah.
Congrats. You heard it here first.
Come on, it's not that. Actually, he kind of liked that I was interested because he's like, I don't like giving out gigs like this to people I don't know. And he's like, and you have a nice, cool, calm demeanor. So,
Did this guy just meet you?
no.
Is it at a bar or a club we know?
I've never been to it.
I'm speechless.
I guess we don't say names on here, do we?
No.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
I'll tell you after the
Off
show.
air.
Yeah, I'll tell you after the show. You're not really that surprised, right?
Yes, I am.
is-
I have done
No.
security work.
Yes,
Yes, it is a
but
different
this
thing.
is different. And earlier you're just like, I gotta go to my security job, and I just blew it off as
Right.
because I knew you did security work before. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's-
it's some office building or something.
Okay, well-
but then you just like whip that out,
Hold on a
and
second.
I'm like, whoa.
Okay, so it's not
Wait.
really a bouncer. I'm the doorman, but you know that's still
very different.
Yeah,
okay,
that's still
that
like
is
a-
still quite different from
Yes.
being in one of those fucking carts that
Those
drives
carts.
around
Yes,
Walmart.
there, Paul Blart. We
Yeah.
gotta.
those
That's
cards.
that's a one of the fucking security cards at Walmart or something.
Yeah.
When you say I work security, that's what I'm
That's
guessing.
what comes to mind.
Yeah.
It's coming to
Yes.
mind, like, oh, I'm going to my security job. Ah, yeah, Paul Blart.
Paul Blart.
Right.
So you're just checking people into a building, and they just sign their name, and you're like,
Wow.
but yeah.
Are you
I'm gonna
are
be
you
ch- I'm gonna
quoting
be-
Paul Blart?
Huh?
Did you just quote Paul Blart? What is that?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Is that what it sounded like, right?
Yeah, that was so.
Is it because I'm fat?
Like him plopping that, I can't even go through the rest of the NFL draft. But wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk off air.
So OU did really well in the draft.
Yeah, they did great. Whatever. So
Wrap it up.
yeah, we're wrapping that shit up. Whatever. Honestly, it wasn't a very.
I didn't.
It was. Oh my god. We
Lord.
It was not a great, sexy draft because there's a lot of defensive players. The big thing was Kyler Murray in a pink suit, by the way.
I think I saw it, but
I think
didn't.
just about only he could pull off the pink suit. Like if I wore that suit.
He's such a pretty boy.
Oh my god! I'm from
so
Allen,
adorbs.
Texas. Look at my pink suit.
He's totally
I'm
adorbs.
just testing how. Okay. Now it's time because we're just moving away from the draft now after the security thing. It is time to play a little bit of sports trivia with Drunk Tim. What do you think?
Game that hopefully.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
who's talking?
What he said.
Yeah, who's talking right now?
That's what he said.
Yeah, we're going to play a little bit of sports trivia, play along. Maybe you know the answers, maybe you don't. And hopefully he doesn't. Because there are repercussions.
I'll let you do the honors.
Oh,
here.
do I even?
Yeah.
Okay, how do I start like this?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
I've never felt this close to you before.
Yeah, roof. Does that go right on the old Adam's apple there? Is that how that works?
I don't think that that's what it was made for.
Oh, okay, you're going for the jugular. Okay.
I can do that.
This is made, just to give a little shout out, it's made by Petronics.
Which will be a sponsor.
Petronics.
Probably.
Petronics. Damn it. They're going to be obedient. That's their motto.
If it's the last thing we do.
So, of course, we will ask some trivia questions for Drunk Tim. This is certified.
He gets a little
This is
nervous
certified. This is a shot collar.
There you go.
20-inch blade on the Impala.
We're going to turn it all the way up to.
All
that
the
starts
way
at
up.
1. We're going to go
All the
to.
way up.
Skip right to 100.
All the way up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my heart rate is going up quite a bit right now, so.
It's probably the chips and salsa.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is.
This
There's
will-
a lot of salt in there.
Dude, this is actually how they prepare security officers for the thing.
True.
Well, you
right?
know, if you go hardcore into security, they will.
You
you
have to be
have
maced.
to be shocked.
Tased you,
you have to be maced.
Yeah.
You have to be
If
hit
you-
with the baton.
If you use it, you have to get hit by it. You
Yeah.
have to know what it's like.
that's what it
That's
is.
their mentality.
So
They
that
shoot
way-
you. They shoot you. With
That is.
You know,
if
I-
you use a gun, boom! That's what that feels like.
Are you still alive? Okay, you can do security work now.
That's why I've always wanted to go into one of those types of
shit.
police work where they're hunting down guys that are having sex with prostitutes.
Yeah.
'Cause
Robert Kraft.
You have to have sex with prostitutes beforehand, I assume.
Oh.
So,
You know,
so that
so
way
you
That's
know-
the pre.
you know your enemy.
Know your enemy. Hello, prostitutes. Time for a test drive.
I gotta figure out what the big deal is on all this stuff.
That music is so amazing. The pressure's on.
Okay, I selected a few questions here
Yes.
that I think are achievable for you to answer.
Because he's a sports guy, he knows.
Yeah, he would know if I know this or not. You know, I think we might have Chance look through these
No,
beforehand.
He's done a fantastic job.
I'm sure he's done his research.
This is under sports.
That doesn't mean I automatically know it.
What chess rank
I knew it.
was Maurice Ashley the first African American to achieve in
Are you
1999?
fucking seriously asking me a chess question?
You don't know it, you racist son of a bitch.
It's sports.
Chess is not a sport.
It is according to Trivial Pursuit.
What's the question again?
And they are the authority.
What chess rank was Maurice Ashley the first African American to achieve in 1999?
It took that long.
Grandmaster.
That is correct.
Woo! Dude! Oh my goodness.
Damian Lillard over here.
Wow. In the clutch.
What's the only competitive pro sport in which players call penalties on themselves?
Fuck. No, wait,
No,
wait.
don't
Be hasty.
No, he's got to at least hold it.
All right.
He's got to hold it.
Why, no. Well, he wasn't holding it on the last one. He
Right,
put
I
it
forgot.
down.
He did forget. That was a mental error.
All right, ask
This-
again.
But now he's holding it.
What's the only competitive pro sport in which players call penalties on themselves?
Damn.
The fuck? This is a pro sport?
Yeah, and I have an internal time clock that I am sticking to, by the way. I'm just letting you know. I'm not telling you what it is.
Okay, I have an idea.
Like
Throw it out there.
There you go.
Golf.
Golf is the right answer.
Holy shit, man. Boy, nothing like the threat of a shock to really come through the clutch.
To give me the right answer.
Clutch drunk Tim right now.
The timer is
Is
going.
it just me or is it fucking hot in here?
What franchise has made the most appearances in the NBA Finals through 2001?
Well,
What
it's one of two.
franchise
I know. It's one of two
Has
teams.
made the most appearances
Most appearances.
in the NBA Finals.
Yes.
Oh, so
through
it's not even
2001.
it's not even just saying victories. It's just saying appearances. Fuck.
Right, appearances.
That's the key word right
They
there.
showed up. Up to 2001, very specific. How old is this game?
It's probably old, like
Okay.
everything I have.
It's probably from 2001.
Right. It's so
Los
random.
Angeles Lakers
Los Angeles Lakers.
or Boston Celtics.
Nope. Can't change it.
But I know, but Lakers is my guess.
the
Final
Lakers.
answer?
Final answer.
Is correct.
Oh, shit.
3 for 3. Oh my God. I'm sorry. You people may not see Drunk Tim get buzzed today. This is, how many, by the way, how many, are we just doing this till he gets?
We're 3 in. He has 2 more.
We only did. Yes, but
We did
we
5.
only did 5 last
We
time.
did 5. So 2, we got 2 for here.
Clock's ticking.
Yes.
I do have a clock.
So does
Then I will
Special
buzz.
K.
Even if I prolong this to make it harder.
Fucking ask the question.
You will get buzzed.
All right, Regis.
Ask the
At the end
question.
of the-
Hey, you know,
That's the question.
the
That's the question.
the hardest part is the anticipation.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What hand wins you the entire progressive jackpot in Caribbean stud poker?
How the fuck would I know that? Why would you sick son of a bitch?
He's 3 for 3. Could he become 4 out of 4?
A royal flush. A royal straight flush.
A royal straight flush is correct.
That's correct. I do it.
Good God! Holy crap! You've got to find harder questions.
I guess so.
No, the golf thing was fucking terrifying. That was just a fucking, that was
Oh.
an educated guess.
5th time is a charm.
This is it.
I only got 1 right on the last 5.
I know, you're doing
How are you
amazing.
with? Clock is ticking.
Thank you, beer.
Clock's ticking.
Yes.
How are you with NASCAR?
That's how I am with NASCAR.
Okay.
No, he knows this.
This is your last question, I
He
believe.
knows this.
Your last question. How many of the 200 laps of his last Daytona 500 did Dale Earnhardt finish?
Ooh. There's no way I'm gonna get this, but I know he was.
Dale Hurt. Wait a minute.
Dale
Senior
Earnhardt.
or junior?
The one that died.
Because he died.
Senior.
This is like, yeah. So I think it's
Senior
asking. I think this
died.
is asking, at which lap did he die? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
This is probably the one he died
but
in.
not counting that lap because he obviously he didn't
finish
finish that lap.
No. God rest
Out of
his
how
soul.
many? 200?
Out of 200.
I can't remember. It was either right at the beginning or right at the end.
Very famous wreck, by the way. They had to change safety procedures. Everything
Yeah,
in
that was a
NASCAR.
preventable death.
It
That's
was
ridiculous. I'm gonna say, I know I'm gonna be wrong. There's no fucking way I can remember that.
You've got this. You're 4 out of 4.
195.
Lap 195 out of 200 is what he's saying. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I know. There's no way I can get this right.
You've answered 195.
Yeah.
The answer was 199.
I heard that shit.
Isn't that fucked up? You six and I was that close.
Dude, you are on fire today. Even the one that you missed, like, you got close. That is amazing.
You should have given me like a fucking leeway.
Nah,
I think-
you got the rest of them.
Here's what I think. I think we need to leave that.
Nah, you got
No,
the
once
rest
you
of
do
them.
that, I think we need to leave that on the rest of the show.
No, I answered almost all of them.
If he misses the dirty
here,
dictionary.
Fuckers.
Put it over here and push the button when you hear it.
Yeah, they will hear the shock.
I don't think that if it's not making contact,
Put your finger
that-
on that.
I don't think. No, I'm not doing it.
Stick your finger in there. Just see what happens. Lick it and then stick it.
I don't think.
Don't
it
worry,
ma-
there's nothing electrical in there.
If there's not a path, I don't think you hear
Put your
anything.
hand on there.
Yeah, see, if there's not a pathway, you don't.
Oh,
hear
it needs.
You don't hear anything.
It needs
It
a
needs.
vehicle.
It needs a. Yeah, it needs to travel through.
It needs a
Tim's
vehicle.
neck.
It needs a victim.
Call for it.
What, you were trying to shock me?
Well, Special K, it sounds like this. So that was awesome.
Is
that
that
was.
like, smell this chloroform, see what it...
That's right. Hey, what does this smell like? So that was our special sports trivia with Drunk Tim. 4 out of 5, very impressive. Even on the 5th one.
That fifth one's bullshit.
5th one was very difficult,
Big
and
Paul
you were
asshole.
you were 4 laps away. By the way, like that's out of 200. That's really close. That's good stuff.
I did remember, like I said, I remembered it was either right at the beginning or right at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. But we play by the rules, and you missed it. So
You want to give our sponsors one last shout out?
Oh, of course. We are the Idiots Talk Sports, also known as Tits. Please be sure to subscribe, comment, follow. Hopefully you're laughing. Hopefully you're doing the likes, laughing
Tell your
face,
friends.
your O face. Let other people know about us. We throw a show at you each and every week, and we have a side show with the Ho Whisperer. So lots of content going out there. Tell people about it. So
I wish there was an emoticon for O-Face.
yeah. On Facebook, there is the O face, like the. There is. That's why I say do it. Like, oh, they just shocked him with a collar.
No, that's not. I think that's the OMG emoji.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see the MG. I just see the O.
I want to see them, but with like just a tiny squirt.
I think.
All right. We're the Idiots Talk Sports. We are also known as Tits, and we are brought to you in part by Jaeger. Jaeger, now introducing Jaeger Ginger Lime, because we're about choices until you drink it. Yeah. Then you're just ginger lime fucked. Also, still brought to you in part by Jaeger. Jaeger, just for the taste of it. Just kidding.
This ain't Diet Coke, motherfuckers.
We are also brought to you in part by Jello Shots. Jello Shots. Eating this will eventually put you in the hospital. where they will serve you Jello. Irony.
Nice.
And we're also brought to you in part by, remember, hooded bath towels. Hooded bath towels when Assassin's Creed can't wait for you to get dry. Hooded bath towels. So, big shout out to all of our sponsors out there. We love all of them. So now it's time. Now it's time. That part of the show. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Time to get it on. Time for a little bit of dirty dictionary, girl. Time to get a little bit dirty. We've been clean this whole time. No, we haven't.
I'm gonna turn my hat backwards so that way
Oh.
it's a shield for cum.
Now we see the.
Which direction is this? Hang on. Is it coming from the back end? All right.
This old guy I used to work with.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is this? Yeah.
Used to come on my back.
He's dead now.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
True story. True story.
He was killed by an Uber driver.
Oh my. After he fucked him in the back. But he was protected, his head was.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that guy lost his job.
Nice thing about that is you can see your forehead there, you've really become the forehead of security.
Oh my God. Here we go.
See what he did there, folks?
All right, so it is time for Dirty Dictionary. And I feel like I've got a theme today. So, with that said,
I love themes.
I love themes. Yeah. It is what it is. I hate that phrase, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the first one. And I'm so sad you don't have a shot collar around, because you may not get this.
He just wants to shock you
this
more.
is Paul. No kidding.
I do want to shock you more.
This
It's
is
just a
Big
lot
Paul's-
of. It's a lot of fun.
This will let Big Paul. This will be his shot collar segment.
20-inch blade on the Impaler. Baller getting laid tonight. Okay, so the first term is, what is a Guatemalan gator roll?
Okay, well, you know what a gator roll is. They snatch on you with their extremely powerful jaws, you know, like on the end of the Indiana Jones movie.
Right.
And they roll in the water to tear the flesh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gator roll.
So you're gonna probably do this with your dick.
Your dick's in the pussy or
Right.
in the ass, and you.
And
it's like
you-
a spinner thing.
Yeah, but you're rolling around. But there's a reason you gotta roll around it's because you're telling her something bad. You're saying
Her sister was better. Her mother
Yes.
was better. It's like the 8-second deal.
right.
You smell like my dog at home.
I just. By the way, I just got back from fucking your sister. Guatemalan roll. You ain't going nowhere, bitch.
I just gave you AIDS. Yeah. Yeah. Either of those, yeah. Well, that's wrong, but I love them. The Guatemalan gator roll is when giving a woman oral sex, you're on the right lines with the gator, by the way. One latches onto her clitoris with his front teeth.
Oh, Lord.
He then proceeds to death roll as if he were a gator killing its prey.
Trying to rip her clit off?
Also, when a woman death rolls on a male's genitalia.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Not a good thing.
No. No, if you're doing a gator roll, that's probably the last
This
time
is,
you two are.
You know how you can prevent that, right?
That's true
Knock
with
the
both
teeth out.
the real gator
Yes.
and, right?
Yes,
Hit
it
him in the
works.
snout.
That's
It works
why,
both ways.
Well, you know, that's why they're medulla oblongatas, you know, because they've got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
And they're ornery. According to,
I think they're delicious, but that's just, you know.
yeah, what's his face? The water boy's mother.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
for the devil.
Yeah. Yeah. They're ornery. Okay. So, like I said, we are sticking with the theme as I accidentally got out of that.
I'm guessing Guatemala is the theme.
Guatemala is the theme.
Well,
Not that I have
it's
anything
fitting
against
that
it, but these are funny as hell.
It's fitting that we're on the border.
And I know quite a few
Well,
Guatemalans.
Jose's from Guatemala.
Is he really? This is
Yeah.
going to be news to him.
This is gonna be news to him, Jose.
Jose, you don't want to watch this show. That's a big,
We don't want to
spoiler
offend,
alert.
Yeah, we don't want to offend you.
You're from
He's
Guatemala.
like, I'm not from Guatemala, man. Yeah, it's like something about that region area. Like, you know, somebody from. Have you ever met somebody from Puerto Rico? Like, oh, do you know Spanish? You know, you're from Mexico, right?
They're
They're like,
offended.
I'm from Puerto Rico.
No, well, no.
Now this chick that he works with and stuff that I used to work with, she's from Cuba,
Yes.
and I thought she was Mexican because she was darker skinned and stuff, and
spoke Spanish.
Yes,
right.
I'm like, you're Mexican,
They
right?
say they don't
And
speak the same language. I don't even know how true that is. Sounds the same to me.
No, there's slight differences. There really is.
Yeah,
But
accents
and that includes with even how they look. Like you can, but it's so subtle that somebody who doesn't know, I
But
can
is it
see how
like
you
saying-
just confuse.
It's kind of
things.
like you can lead.
But is it like saying somebody?
You can lead a Mexican to the border, but you can't make him dig.
Okay, but what I want to know is,
what does that have to do with? Wow.
Okay, but wait, genuine question.
Yes.
Is the differences between the language
Yes.
similar in the differences between an Australian
Well,
and us?
it's no like the foundation is pretty similar, but there are like words. There are words that one uses that the other does not.
That sounds like
there's-
Australian
There's
and us.
some
in the British.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some there's some words that you would say here, and they would be like, I don't know what that word
So
was.
why do you,
I
so
have a
there's no
good
reason
example.
to get there's no reason to get offended about it then.
No,
if
I've
that's
got-
true,
No. Mexicans look down on Guatemalans.
And
Just
Colombians.
overall, I'm not saying every one of them does. I'm just saying
that's their problem.
And Colombians
stereotypically,
look down on Mexicans.
Mexicans do look down on
Because
Guatemalans.
if we look down on British or Australian people or whatever, that's
they
on
look down
us.
on us.
Yeah, they look down on us. We look down on their food. They look down on our
Okay,
fatness.
so Paul, here's a good example. Okay, so the Spanish word for
That's
little
jealousy.
is chiquito. And so I had learned that there are some, I think, just different parts of Mexico where this was something somebody told me this because I was wondering why people were laughing at me whenever I said I'm Timoteo Chiquito. But anyway, so he was like,
because
no,
they're
because
thinking about other things.
Chiquito has to do with the butthole. It's like a joke, as like something weird.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I got
think I thought they were thinking Chiquito.
No, he said it had something to do with the butt.
Pequeño, poquito, chiquito. Like all three of them. All right, so with that said, with that theme, what in the world is a Guatemalan faceplant? Oh, that's a good point of the song right there.
Well, I'm gonna think it's gonna be like another oral thing,
Okay.
Okay.
muff diving or Peter puffing.
Yeah.
Peter Puffin.
Eating out the asshole
Okay. All right.
after Mexican night.
So you say muff diving or Peter Puffin. You say
Anal.
anal.
Eating outage.
Yeah, he's talking about salad tossing.
Just tossing a Mexican taco salad.
Gotcha. All right.
A
Guatemala.
Guatemalan taco salad.
Hey, you may be making up one right now. Guatemalan faceplant is the act of receiving sperm through the nasal cavity. This can cause serious altercations to the human body. And if any of these altercations should occur, please visit your local physician.
Oh, that's very nice of them.
And I can use this in a sentence or more of a conversation. Jaquando be saying,
Taekwondo? Was that a black
Who the
Mexican?
hell? What? Who the fuck is Taekwondo?
Ain't nobody. Ain't
It
Hey.
sounds
nobody
like a type of martial
Hey.
arts.
no, she's like a
Hey.
black Mexican. Like, ain't nobody got time for that
Hey.
essay.
Jaquando be saying,
Uh-huh.
Bo, Last night, I be all up my girl's house, and I be giving her that Guatemalan faceplant, B. If you be seeing this shit, you be getting all up on that jealous dog. Shaquivius be saying.
Shaquivius?
Is this a Greek?
I was about to say,
Black?
is this like the Mexican Greek goddess or?
Shaquivius be saying, Maine, fuck that shit, B. I want to get all up on that Guatemalan faceplant. That shit be whack, Bo. I shot my girl, so she ain't got no face. So that's just theoretically.
Look at the hashtags.
Consult the physicians.
For what?
Hashtags on there.
Oh, you got it pulled up?
Yeah. Hashtag Lady Gaga.
Why don't I have hashtags on here?
Hashtag Guatemala. Hashtag ejaculatory. Hashtag
you
Lady.
looking at
Hashtag Lady Gaga.
He may have the site. I've just got the app, but yeah.
this is
So
the
it's
site.
it's a little more in depth.
Hashtag Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
But yeah, Chiquivius
Shaquivius be saying.
is obviously a Greek
Yeah.
black Guatemalan.
Yeah, Achilles, motherfucker.
What was the first one though?
Jaquando.
Taekwondo, which is a Asian martial art of black Guatemalans. Like, do you take Taekwondo or Kung Fu? Neither, motherfucker.
Well,
I said Taekwondo.
What is this? What Black Dynamite
I'm black
takes?
belt Jaquando. Although really, if it was Guatemala, it'd be Huckwondo, not Jaquando. Huckwondo. You would not be like Jaquando. That's my Okie coming out.
Shenanigans.
Taekwondo.
Jaquando. All right, so that's that.
What would you do for a Taekwondo bar?
Yes. Now to top it off, sticking with the same theme,
Yeah.
it is time for what in the world is a Guatemalan racehorse?
She's the racehorse.
You're with a buddy.
Okay.
You both have a lady.
It's a story.
You both have a lady,
Yes.
and
Same lady.
you're right next to each other. It's a race to the finish.
Oh, I like it. I'm sorry, I like that.
That is
I
damn.
can't.
That is damn good.
Yeah, I was about to
Sounds
say, I
fun,
can't. I
too.
can't top that.
Sounds fun also.
Like you need to
Tim
write. You need to
wins.
write that down and submit it with whatever country you want.
Right, Turkish.
It's not correct.
It's a Turkish racehorse.
But
Like
you-
Oklahoma.
Yeah, you need to.
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Kentucky.
even a
No,
state.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Racehorse.
Oh, like a Kentucky Derby. I love it. You need
you
to
go.
write down and submit. We
A
need to
Kentucky
submit
Derby.
for our own show. That would be our that's how we make our name.
Let's
we
put it do
submit-
next time.
We
Instead of-
submit our own.
Yeah, instead of doing these next time, we just submit some.
I love it.
Or do both.
But that's great. But a Guatemalan racehorse is the insertion of one's penis into a female's rectum without
Yeah.
her knowledge or permission.
Okay.
Oh, that's like the
I
8-second thing.
Off. Like
When she begins to buck and attempts to throw the rider, he removes a pillowcase from a pillow, which that would take a second, and proceeds to use it as a bridle and ride her like a Guatemalan racehorse.
Oh,
like,
so he's got it around her neck and stuff. So
This is more like a Guatemalan
I
rodeo.
think you would have to pregame that. Like, do you know how hard sometimes it is to take a pillow out of a
Sure.
a pillowcase?
Yeah.
while she's bucking you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's talent. I mean,
gotta
that's hard.
pregame.
That's
You gotta pre-
talent.
You're like, yeah.
But
woo!
to be fair, this is really more of a Guatemalan
But that's the
rodeo.
same. That's the same type of concept as the
You doing-
8-second thing. The rodeo.
is an
Like your mom
8-second
was better,
thing.
your sister was better.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's no race unless you're chasing after her.
But I do like.
That's true.
if she takes off, then you're like, get back here, bitch.
I do like the.
You're gonna get it in
I
the
do
butt.
like the pillowcase as the reins. That's a really good.
I like that.
addition.
I thought you were going to take the pillow, put it on her back,
Yes.
and then use it because you want to comfortably sit.
Well, yeah.
But she ain't wanting to buck. She ain't wanting to buck you up as much. Then the damage is already done.
Yeah, I think that I have more of a.
Once you're in,
I do. I think I have a very sick talent. I need to write some of these. We need to work on this
You
together.
have.
well, we
you
have one. Like right now, you have one.
Yeah.
The one you came up with, right there. We have one.
Yeah, we need to submit.
Do with the Kentucky Derby one.
Yes. All right. So we've talked about some crazy stuff today. We've talked about Dickety Flickety. we've talked about.
Dickety Flickety.
Congratulations again to Drunk Tim and him achieving his New Year's resolution.
Congratulations to
Getting-
you.
Hey, and just
Getting-
three
getting the-
short months.
Hey, and it all happened in the
That's not
same.
bad.
Both of them happened in the same month. I was beginning to wonder if it was going to take the whole year. The way the Tinder thing was going, I mean, that was just going south fast.
Well, how long were you dry? You had a pretty dry period there.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah. So
That's a long time.
Yes.
it is.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah. So now that is achieved. Next step. Right?
Yeah,
Farting?
Well,
spunking.
the old.
Oh.
We got a squirter, that type of
We
deal.
got a squirt.
That may be something different, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might get, but you could probably get some repeat action and get that done.
Man, well, the 46-year-old, she let me know. She's like, this is just a one-night stand. I'm taking you home afterwards. And
That's great.
I was like,
That's
fine with
great.
me.
Openness and communication right there.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Oh, you know, it would have been a little extra nice to be like, I'm going to slap the shit out of you while you're fucking me, and then I'm going to claw
Well,
the
no,
back.
there's got to be some level of mystery.
What would you have done?
Please don't do that. No, what I would have done was I would have flipped around and like
You need to
fucking
take that
from
slap.
behind and stuff. Because
Take that
afterwards
slap like
she
a
got
man.
up and I saw her
Guatemala
booty. I was
racehorse.
like, "Fuck." She
Yeah,
got a nice
Guatemala
ass,
and
too.
racehorse her ass. If she slaps you, it is open season, man.
What is after?
Like, let me see your pillow. It's on, bitch. Bam!
What are you gonna do with that?
Wouldn't you like to know? Mr. Gray is in the house.
Yeah, Mrs. I'm not gonna tell this dude. I'm about to slap the shit out of him and claw his back.
Yeah.
You should be proud. I wouldn't complain.
I
I'd
sho-
be proud, actually.
I showed y'all before the show. I don't know. Like I thought maybe to show the audience.
No.
The claw.
No, it's okay. No.
No.
Keep your clothes
I don't know. Just to let.
What?
So you guys could say y'all saw them. It's true.
It's true.
It really
it's
happened.
visible. It has happened.
It's
we
sad.
have a, we have
There
a
is
very
no way I
specific
could-
age.
There is no way that I could have gotten those from anything else.
Well, no. Unless you were with Pinky the Cat. So, you've been watching the Idiots Talk Sports, also known as Tits. We want to thank you for watching. We want you to keep coming back. Again, we're going to be putting out shows each and every week. We have a side show called The Ho Whisperer, or whatever we end up calling it.
Facebook only.
Yeah, Facebook only on that. So, keep updated. If you've got questions, comments, anything, don't be afraid to send them our way. We will respond, I promise. And we really hope to keep going and keep getting bigger and better. So,
On the show.
on the show.
I'm actually gonna start a diet tomorrow, though.
Oh,
Well, I'm thinking about getting
Wow.
bigger
Tomorrow.
in other
Tomorrow.
ways.
you're now motivated to get.
Yeah. Now, today I'm gonna eat a cake.
Yeah. Well, it's cheat day. So you just eat whatever
It's your
the
last
hell.
hurrah.
Yeah, you just eat
It's
whatever.
like right before you quit
I'm gonna
drinking or
fuck the
doing
cake
drugs or
with my
whatever,
dick
you do
first.
one last
And
Yeah.
then eat it.
dance with
do you
Mary
think,
Jane.
Do you think cannibals have a cheat day? Anyway, I'll leave you with that. Do you think cannibals have a cheat day? Thank you again for watching. Until next time, this has been the Idiots Talk Sports, also known as Tits. You all have a great week. We will see you next week. Thanks again.
Peace.
Okay.
So,
that was a terrible show.
you think so?
Mostly because of you.
Well, we knew before the show that I wasn't really that funny with my dad jokes.
I
You
wish
fucking suck.
I wished I had worn my diapers.